right. All right. Looks like I got it connected. All right. Let's see. Twisted out stuff I want there. Okay. Let's see. This is the button I want to push here. There we go. Okay. There we go. All right, I got it figured out, I think. Got it figured out. Let me see this one right here. This one is this one. And that's that one. Okay. That's that one. That's that one. Okay. Those two. Maybe I have these in separate windows. There's this one. This one over here. Okay. And then here's this one right here. There's that one. Close this one, go let the computer rest a little, and there we are in there. Okay, that's good. Let me see. Okay, so it looks like everything is good. Sense okay. Add to stage. There you are. Hello, my friend. How are you?
Hey, doing good. How's it going?
Good, man. Good. Just had some great dinner. Actually,
Nice.
dinner. But getting all my sheets up and getting ready. How's it been with you?
Same here. No,
Good.
doing great. I've actually just been sitting here drafting some underdog teams, so
Okay.
getting warmed up.
Okay. I'm just now got all of my stuff done. Here we go. I'm looking at player stat pages right now. This I am excited to do. Oh man. Let's take a look at this. Oh my internet is going. This is amazing. This is your visualization?
hmm
Oh man. I love this.
No, I'm glad you do.
I dig this, man. Okay, try monthly breakdown. I do something similar to that. I like to see it. Oh man. So this is kind of what your head is thinking of when you're thinking of these players, it must be as well, huh?
Very much so.
Okay. Okay. Wow. Wow. Oh man, I see how you're doing it. And you build these for each player, must be from your data sets, and then this just might be your visualization level right here.
That's it. Yep.
That's it. Yeah, I think that's a really important part of what the tools we've been given here. Man, I'm gonna have to do a deep dive on these when I got a little more time and see what, I see the information you're presenting is way more detailed than I present yet. Oh man. But it's a lot of my stuff is there too, and showing a different angle for seeing some of the more statty type stuff, some of the skills is what I'm trying to get into. So man, nice work, Spencer.
I appreciate it. No, yeah, I've been doing these things for many years now, and each year I just kind of like tweak and change. And this year, this is my favorite version of these that I've ever done.
Yeah, I like the baseball card you put on there and everything. It's
Oh
pretty
yeah, that's something else I make for everyone. I have like this little app, and every team has like a different like design, and then I get pictures for everyone.
That's cool. That's cool. That really, that kind of stuff, it does help, your memory and your recall and, what you're trying to identify there in the
hmm
moment. So I do appreciate that kind of stuff. What pick did you have? 14? You have
I have
14?
14.
Okay. Oh man. Okay. Have you picked from 14 yet? Last time we picked together, you picked from 11, right?
I did. You know what? Good question. Let me go see. Let me pull up my spreadsheet. All right. Yep. Let's see. So one team that I picked up 14, I started with Skeens and Tucker.
Ooh,
That's it.
okay.
That's my only team 14. I did it
Okay.
on December 12th.
So that's a middle gladiator. You got some value on Skeens there. He wouldn't be available there, I don't think.
No, that was a fall. Yeah, that was a
Yeah.
fall. Skeens Tucker. And then I went Araldus Chapman, Hunter Green at the 3-4 turn. That was something I was thinking about. Like, what am I going to be looking at as far as closer if I want one on the 3-4 turn? And I mean, I pretty much do. I don't want to push it past that point.
Yeah, because then you're going to that 5-6 turn, which is all the way out there. Um,
Like, maybe I get Carlos Estevez at the best. Yeah,
but those closers are going so close, so high right now. If there's any movement at all, he's not going to make it to the end of the fifth.
exactly. Most
Um,
likely he won't.
I do like. I picked a good team. I feel like I picked a team that had Caminero and I forget my second guy out of 14. But I was liking the double ups I was getting there on the back. I feel a little nervous picking out of the six because there's so much open space on each side, and I feel like I kind of gotta be a little more precise with the options I lead myself off of that. So we'll see. We'll see.
It's true. Six is an interesting spot, but I like it. I like drafting in the middle. But I think if I was to choose, I'd probably go with eight compared to six and like kind of truly be right in the middle.
Yeah, I would go with something higher than six. Six is like, man, I feel like I could make a really bad pick with a six pick, man. I feel like you could make a really bad pick. So I hope somebody falls to me, but
Well, you say that, but is it true? I mean, can you make a bad pick? Like, I don't know. I mean, honestly, I really like all of these top six players a ton. I mean, because you extend Scooble to that. I mean, those top five guys, I mean, sure, anyone can, have a down
I,
season, but
I guess the one that
Otani,
I'm
Judge, Witt, Soto, Jose, I mean, they're all so good.
they're all so good. I guess the one where I'm looking, the one I'm like reticent that I think I might go with tonight if I have a chance is going to be Jose. Um, I'm just I just man he's gonna I don't want to say he's gonna have a down year some year, but I don't know. I don't know.
I get it. What is
I don't
he?
want to have to pick him right there. I don't want to have to pick him because I might.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I get it. You're gonna have that feeling with those mid-30s guys,
Yeah.
and especially like we all know Cleveland is not an elite offense, and he's the clear best piece, and there's all of that. But I mean, I don't know. It's to me, he's gonna have to burn me before I stop picking him. And if it's this year, fine. But I think if you have the chance, you need to have shares of him. You know, he can be a difference maker from that third base position.
He can be. He could be hands down the best five-tool third baseman of all these guys that really elevates your team.
Corbin
So
Carroll's Corbin Carroll's a really good pick too. Or I mean, even you could argue Acuna if you want to not go Scooble and take another hitter, if Jose's gone. So I think they're both completely good picks that give you everything. Obviously Acuna a little bit more risk, but
I'm really warming up to Corbin Carroll. I heard you speak about him in the last draft. I don't think you specifically said you were high on him. I guess I just kind of intonated that that you felt like his ceiling could be a real first half of the first round ceiling. I guess is maybe what I heard you kind of vibe out. So
Absolutely. I mean, if I wouldn't be shocked if he was just as good as really Bobby Witt. That's kind of the level. I mean, I think Judge and Otani are on kind of their own. But if he were to surpass Soto and Witt, I wouldn't be surprised.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm looking at his line here. I put another thing in my system where I'm like, I have my plate appearances I know are always going to be low versus what I expect the plate appearances are. So I'm trying to. This is like I said, my eighth one. I'm trying to get my numbers a little bit more straight. But
Hmm.
that Corbin Carroll is a guy that, as I relook at things and I think about, how many plate appearances is he going to get? What are those going to be worth? What's he going to do with them in terms of like taking walks and stuff like that, getting on base, and what does that mean in terms of the other type of production? I mean, I think he's kind of a lock for 30-30, but I think he could be more than that. So I don't
Well,
know.
and last year was, he was 30-30, last year. I think to me, in my mind, just the way I like to think about if he's 20, I'm okay with that. If he's 40 in steals, and that's also possible. He could regress in homers still be extremely valuable to your team if he steals more and then
Well,
still
that's
has everything else, runs, everything else are, completely fine batting average.
right. I mean, I guess that's why. I mean, you look at I count a 30-30 is 60 counters to me, and because of the distribution of both stolen bases and home runs, because you can get some home runs later in this year. I
Hmm.
feel like I'm not so much like I gotta get that. So you're right. If you even think he's got 22 homers and 43 stolen bases, hey, that's
That's
65 counters.
still that's still really good. Exactly.
That's the kind of stuff that puts Ellie De La Cruz in the first round conversation because
Yeah.
if he pops with those stolen bases, those are counters. And I kind of just put those two together. I don't in my mind I gotta. So yeah, you're right.
You could say Ellie, same thing. Ellie could be the third best player, and I would not be shocked at all. So there's a lot of people like that. I mean, well, we're listing them. Acuna is the other one, of course. If Acuna is back to steal, we've seen it. We've seen Acuna be the best ever back in 3 years ago, uh, or 2 years ago. 23, wasn't it? Was it 23? I think it was 23. Was his monster
Yes,
season.
yes, was the
Um,
monster.
so anyway,
That
he's
season
back
he had
fully
didn't.
healthy.
The only person who had more counters in a season recently was that Otani 50-50 year to that Acuna season you're talking about. So
Right.
yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, I don't know. I might even has Ellie gone six? He has not recently gone six. I think that would be quite a stretch. You would have to be really listening to that Cincinnati sports talk radio and know he was eating some good home cooking and taking care of himself, to be in on him with six. But he could. I'm an Ellie guy. I want to see him play. He's exciting. But I think any year he could be the guy. So
He could,
um,
100%. It's very, very possible. He's that level. Um, I think for me, the reason why I would lean the outfielder is simply because of the five outfield that you need, and I like locking in an outfield one stud to start my team, where it makes me feel better if I decide to wait on outfield, or it's like, or I can spend up at outfield and then have a stud outfield, and it gives you the option either way. So I don't know. I kind of feel more secure with the outfield, but Ellie could absolutely be worth it. So.
yeah, I hear what you're saying about because you got to stack five of those outfielders. So you need so many of them. You're like, oh, here we go. You're like, I got to get them before they get away. So um,
Yeah,
there
you can
goes
do it
Judge.
there's any number of ways you can do it because it's ultimately boils down to, do you pick the right guys? But I
That's
feel
true.
better about my teams whenever I have that stud at the top. At least, that's just kind of the way I look at it.
Aaron Judge, Shohei Otani, Juan Soto.
No big shocker here. Well, I
Nothing
guess
here.
Soto over Witt is kind of rare, but it
So
happens.
I think people have been moving Soto up.
I think it's the same reason of what I'm just talking about with Corbin Carroll and Ellie. Same reason. Outfield. I mean, that's what would make sense to me.
There's Bobby Witt.
All right, here you go. So you've got the choice. Exactly what we were talking about. Scooble or one of these hitters.
Oh man, I gotta go Scooble again.
I think so.
I gotta
You
go
don't have to.
Scooble.
You don't have to. But I mean, gosh, Scooble is just so good.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, just do it. Yep.
yeah, no. I mean, I'm glad I didn't have to think about Jose Ramirez there.
Yep. Now you don't. Yeah, exactly. All of those other guys, other people can take them.
Yeah, I don't have to. I mean, because if a pitcher fails you, that's the game, man. I'd rather kind of take if the pitcher fails you. All right, it's getting on to you here before too long. Let me see.
Yep. Julio went at pick
Julio,
8.
pick 8 there. Okay.
My buddy Brock, so he got Corbin Carroll.
Okay. And you're friends with some. You know these players quite well, I'm sure.
Well, I know one guy. I mean, I know, like, I've talked to Waxman before. Last year I live streamed a draft with him, but Brock, he's one of my good friends. I've known
Okay.
him since he was a kid. He's my
Outside
brother's
baseball.
age. Like, they were best friends, so, or they are. They not were, are.
There's that Ellie value that you think if you get him at 11, you might
Hmm.
have a great season.
Yep, it is. I see Sarah Sanchez is in this draft as well. She's at pick 10.
Okay.
Um, I
Houston
was
Astros.
It's funny because I was driving home from work and I was listening to the Roto Wire podcast, and she was on there. And then I got home and looked at the draft, and I'm like, oh, she's in this draft room tonight. That's cool.
You hear her think what she's thinking about a little bit.
And she wanted K's. She talked about getting more K's, and she took Paul Skeens first. So that was a good pick. All right, I'm up.
Here you go.
So Tatis is who I would have liked here.
Oh, that guy. I know you like him.
So Gunner, I'm leaning Gunner because the thing is, I want speed. I want power speed. I think Gunner can give a lot more, but so can Kyle Tucker. It's the same thing as what I was just talking about. And then I can kind of go with whatever comes back around to me. Yeah, I'm going to go to Kyle Tucker first.
Okay. Yeah, that's
I mean,
your.
as soon as
I know
he
you
signs,
like Tatis. I know you like Tatis.
You know, don't you agree? Like as soon as Kyle Tucker signs, he will move up a few more spots. Like he could start going before Tatis.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, it doesn't matter where he signs. As soon as they know he's going to sign, and his leg isn't broken or something crazy comes out, he's good.
And there's a lot of hype around him, like he's gonna move up.
Yeah.
Of course, we're almost done with Gladiators. He may not sign before the end of them. Gladiators are done at December 31st. That's it.
I know I've got two more, and you can feel the vibe. These players are in here. Their vibe is, I'm getting my last Gladiator. This is the good times.
This is it. This is like, all right, this is my A team here.
Oh man.
Okay. This is tough because I love my decisions, but they're tough. But I love it's Lindor. It's probably going to be Lindor.
Yeah.
But Cal Raleigh and Nick Kurtz and Churio, big fan of all those picks, and Vlad. I'm not going to draw it out. I'm just going to take Lindor. I mean, Lindor and Tucker, that's literally everything that I want from a power speed combo and consistency start to a Gladiator.
Yeah, I mean, Lindor that's who my son. I said, who should I take with the 6? He said, take Frankie. I said, son, that's a little too early. I was like, but he's like, you can't go wrong taking Frankie. And I was like, you can't go wrong taking Frankie. Let's go Lindor. You just can't.
You let him know. I heard him. I heard him here in Illinois, and I did it.
Nice. I'm remembering now when I had 14, I went Caminero and Churio. So Churio was my back on my 14.
I love that. That's a elite young player duo there. I mean, that's super fun.
And Churio just went after Trey Turner.
Yep.
Trey Turner, Jackson Churio. Well, I can take whoever I want. I can take absolutely
board is open.
I want. I'm gonna just try to get. I mean, I don't even have to pay attention. I can just take anybody who falls to me here.
I'm interested to know this real quick. Let's say that Edwin Diaz falls to you. Would you do that? I know you pushed closer last time. Like, would you be willing to do that if he's there?
I do want to do something crazy like that. That's why I'm not trying to think too much about it. I'm just gonna I'm gonna let it roll up here on my sheet. I just peeked up there. And I'm looking and I'm saying there's 5 guys I would take.
Well, and there goes Edwin. So mark that off. But obviously Edwin's been going in the middle of the second round ever since he signed. So I'm not really drafting him anymore. Go ahead.
The reason I would like that, I'm sorry, is because then I would just draft Tanner Scott and just call it a day. So
sure.
And maybe just go with 7-2. There's a guy I was going to take, Chisholm. Okay.
There you go.
Chisholm was my guy I was going to take. There goes Munoz. So do I got to get another Kurtz here?
Man. I mean, you've got the Cal Raleigh option too, which I don't hate.
I can't spin on that catcher. I'm going to go back to. I mean, I hear you. I can't go Yamamoto that high. There's nobody else here that I really covet.
You're not into Crow Armstrong?
I've got Shears already, and I took him, and I've taken him. I've had to take him later. So then
I'm Kurtz over Alonso. So if you want first base, I would take Kurtz over Alonso. But I mean, you could argue Alonso, but I went
Kurtz. I just took Kurtz. I think that's the right move there.
Oh, hey, check this out. I wore this tonight in your honor.
Oh, let's go. Let's go,
Yeah.
Oakland. Who's on the back of that?
Can you see it?
There we go. There we go. Hey, that because I'm also a Giants fan.
Hey, nice.
Very nice,
The
man.
Bay
Very
Area
nice.
darling, Barry Zito.
Bay Area darling. Yeah, very nice. I haven't busted out anything except my son busted out his Ricky Henderson commemorative towel today. So I was like,
Oh, that's great.
go. We're getting through the whatchamacallit, the Yoshinobi, Pete Alonso, Mason Miller. We're getting through the advent calendar.
Oh, nice.
Do you do that from your action over there?
Well, no, but I mean, I don't have kids, but I have friends that do them with their kids. So, and
Okay.
I did an advent calendar a couple times whenever I was a kid. But are you doing like the baseball card ones
Yeah, the
or
baseball card one.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
the
what I
Topps
thought.
one. That's why I was like,
Yep.
they're
What
they're pretty.
what has he pulled here recently?
Well, he pulled the there goes Pete Crow right there. He pulled the Ellie Dela Cruz the other day, which was the one he was looking for.
Nice.
And that one, it said 6-7 on it, so he's losing his mind because he stole those 67 bases. So he's losing his mind. Ooh, I see the guy I wanted. I know there's a guy falling that could come back to me. I see. Okay, I could take any of these guys. I feel good about what I might be left with here in a couple of picks. There goes another closer. There goes Duran. I don't know if we're going to see that big closer bang bang. Oh no, we've seen a couple already. That he's the fourth closer taken there. Manny Machado. I think Manny Machado. I think he's a chalk pick. And when he gets to people, I think they're just taking him. Hunter
Yeah,
Brown.
I get it. I mean, he's just so dependable and solid. So, I mean, I fully believe that Manny Machado has just continued doing exactly what he's been doing. So, I mean, as long as you expect what he's done and you're not really expecting more, then I think he'll be a really good pick.
Here comes some pitchers: Christopher Sanchez, Zach Neto, and now, oh, man, it's telling me to take
Yep.
James Woods. It's telling me to take James Woods, which is probably what I should do.
Hey, I'm fully on board with it.
Because I need an outfielder.
If you wanted to go closer, I don't hate that. I don't hate a starter here, but I think that James Wood is a great fall at this point. His ADP is 8 picks higher than this.
Yeah, I'm seeing that.
Or no, it's 6 picks higher than this still.
Yeah. What are we at? We're at 36. It's either him or Logan Gilbert. And then I'd be stacking on pitchers and innings. What's my Logan Gilbert say?
I mean, I like that too.
I got to take Logan Gilbert here. I just got to stay true to kind of what I've been doing all year, which is
I was going to say, I like that too.
Yep, there goes Logan Gilbert. Got him.
Scooble and Gilbert is a really good combo. Yep, that's 400 Ks plus,
on good team.
Really
on
good ERA and WHIP. Yep.
So, man,
his problem with him last year was he couldn't go long enough in games to get wins. He kept or maybe he did go long enough and he just didn't get the wins. But the wins were, I think he only had 5 last year. It was really bad. That's what held him back.
I had him on one of my home leagues, and it was, it was not.
It's weird too, isn't it? The Mariners being as good as they were, but yet Logan Gilbert couldn't get wins ever.
Well, that's what I just said. I said he's on a good team.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That doesn't always mean you get those wins. Sometimes that means they go to the bullpen early. Some teams that means they have good connectors. Means that lefty specialist. Let's not forget they went and got a lefty specialist up there in Seattle to try to go all the way. So
yeah, no, and Farrar, I like Farrar, so I thought that was a good move by them.
I think that's a good move in terms of baseball for sure. Let me see, who are you working on here? Okay, so I'm
all right. So, I talked about if I was going to take a closer, well, the one that I had taken previously from 14 Chapman, he just went. So, and yeah, that went to Sarah Sanchez. Like I said, she was talking about making sure she had really good Ks with still elite ratios. Skeens
that
Chapman.
does it for you.
There you go. I love it.
Yeah, that will do it for you. She's team 10, huh?
Yep.
Oh, Skeens Chapman with Vlad in the middle. Oh, I gotta like that.
So, I mean, there is several closers here that I could take that I have. I mean, it's one of these things where I feel like you just sort of have to bite the bullet and do it and just take the closers aren't the best pick here. I mean, a hitter or a starter is a better pick because there's so many good names, but Devin Williams just went. Ah, Again, if you want from my pick at the end of when you have pick 14 or 15 or 13,
Right.
you just have to do it at this point right here. You're not going to get them.
Yeah. If they get away from you, they're
Um,
all the way gone.
that they're all the way gone. Then you're looking at like maybe you get Daniel Palencia, right? And you got to spend up to make sure you get him. So
Here you go, brother. Here you go.
with that said, I just got to do it. I was going to say I could try to push it as long as this guy at the turn doesn't double tap, but in case he double taps, because I would really love to take Chris Sale here. I really want to take Chris Sale here. I'm taking Chris Sale here, and I hope he doesn't double tap. As long as he doesn't double tap closer, then I'm going to have one that I like coming back to me.
Man, that's
And
the fort. You're playing that 14 game. Here you can
I am,
halfway control your destiny.
and
You're
I'm
gonna be at a
doing it
5.
talking about it on a live stream. That's even riskier in case he's listening.
Hey, but after a while, he's gonna run out of options.
Hey,
You know,
he didn't double tap. So
Brian Wu there. Okay.
So I get one of, I mean, so I'll tell you, I really like these top three guys, Bednar, Hayter, and Iglesias. I will take, I'll take Bednar and Hayter before Iglesias just simply because of the Suarez thing, the threat of Suarez.
Yeah,
Even though I'm going Bednar, go the Yankees. So
that's a good
it's
pick, and that guy could be a great. He could be a good Yankee there, and just his whole profile as a type of player who's coming back from whatever happened. You know, he could have a real upside.
so the way I've started my team, Kyle Tucker, Lindor, Chris Sale, and Bednar. To me, this is kind of the perfect beginning to a gladiator build where I have an infield and outfield, both of them that are elite at their positions that offer power and speed. So I'm not behind in either category. And I have a top end starter and a theoretical top end closer. To me, that's kind of a perfect 4 round start.
You do. You've given yourself that. You do have that Bednar and that Sale. Man, you are balanced already. You are already
Yeah,
balanced.
it's the balance, right? Exactly. It's a very balanced start. So it gives me that ability as the draft is moving on to keep that going for a few rounds. Then I can sway on just some power plays later or some speed plays later, or
Well,
you know what I mean?
it's more complex than that. As a veteran player, you're going to see which way the room is going and where you deem you can get value that you need back later because the room isn't going to need it there. So
Absolutely.
that's like the play that we're trying to wait to develop now. That's why it's so chalky right now, because people there's not really a lot of plays to make. It's how flexible can you remain right here. There, Hater, William Contreras, Hater. Okay, I'm just I don't know what to do here. This is where I'm going to make a pick that I feel like is a bad pick. I can't figure out where the value is for this pick coming up in here in a few rounds.
Okay.
Few picks.
I will tell, well, I don't want to say there's one guy that if he makes it, I think is a clear best pick from an offensive standpoint for your team. And I think you did it the last draft that we did together.
I know
Um,
you're talking. Yeah,
yeah.
I hope that
So
goes that route. Yeah.
I think that, but if not, yeah, the issue is there's really good hitters here, but none of them are really speed guys. And there we go. Sorry. Yeah, that's the
Yep.
one.
There he went. He wasn't going to make it back to me. That's why I was
Yeah.
like, man, I appreciate that you think he's going to fall, but he's not going to fall in this room.
If he would have, that would have been nice. That would have been kind of to me an instant pick.
Oh yeah. Now I'm getting
You
closed out. I might have to go. There goes Logan Webb. I'm going to have and
you could you could go elite catcher. Um, you could go another pitcher.
I
You
might go
know,
another pitcher. It's
just
looking like I'm not afraid to go another pitcher here. I'm not afraid to
yeah,
go another
I
pitcher
would.
at all.
I wouldn't be. You could. I like building strong pitcher teams at the start. It's really fun.
Hunter Green. Well, there went a guy I would have taken. Um, Matt Hunter Green, Matt
Okay,
Olson. So now,
now to
dang it.
you.
Gosh, I got to take the Dodger. Why do I always got to take this Dodger right here? No, do I got to take Bangaliers? Already got Kurtz. Can't take Bangaliers.
Oh, you
Roman,
could. That's kind of fun.
that would actually be super
It's
fun.
kind of fun.
That would
I
actually
mean,
be super fun. I mean, why not? Well, what if I'm thinking I'm going to make a pick that's not going to really pay, and I'm talking about taking a duplicate of Blake Snell just because he's a Dodger, and I'm looking at these other guys like maybe I shouldn't, whatever. They're not the greatest pick. Why not take a catcher with 30 home run upside? You know what I'm saying?
absolutely. I have no problem with teammate pairing Nick Kurtz and Langoliers. Like, and they're probably going to hit next to each other. It's like them two and Rooker. I don't know exactly what
And
order, but
they just made a move to get a little on base percentage in the signing they just made of who the
McNeil.
Jeff McNeil. So
Yep,
yeah, there we go. I take that. I like that. I like that.
you
This
did
is
it.
the
Beautiful.
this is the way that I'm wanting to draft this team is to like just have a little more vibes going than getting lost in these spreadsheets.
Well, and they can really help you as the draft progresses. I don't think it's really truly worth you looking at like what are my projections and what are the standings until you get
Oh
probably
no,
10 plus rounds in, you know.
10
At
rounds,
that
10
point, you're
rounds.
just building.
Yeah,
So,
10 rounds. Yeah, like I said, it's 10 rounds until this means anything. And then it doesn't really mean that much. It has like a little bit of a direction you're going. And when you're in the 16th, 17th round, it'll definitely help you make decisions on where
yes,
your team needs to
exactly.
go, where
Yep.
you need to get and identify, oh, I'm short in runs. I need to get two players back for runs instead of just one player.
You
So,
nailed it. That's where it'll be real. So that from 16 on, 16 to 23, extremely beneficial.
and look, I'm showing Shea Langoliers as a 020 is a 28% better pick than normal there. I mean, that's with a weighting of a catcher weighting. And you
Hmm.
know, Roman Anthony. And I'm not feeling bad about my team.
No, you shouldn't. No, I really like it. You got two stud pitchers and you've got two awesome power hitters. The question is, it's just simply this, and you know it, and that's just how in the course of your roster, how you build steals and saves. But you'll get there. You know where they're at throughout the draft.
And
Again,
ooh,
you,
there was a guy I wanted to fall back. I was trying to get Iglesias. Sorry.
yeah, that's all right. That's all right. I figured that's who.
Um, this is the good time. Like, do you think these other players are definitely doing the exact same thing? So it's like you got to kind of. I wish I could know. Ooh, it's not enough data yet. These are the tough rounds. Ryan Helsley. I do need to get some speed back. I know I can get that in mid infield, which is what I need. Just like generally stuff like that is I always feel a good
You,
idea.
you can build it all throughout your outfield. You know, there's ways to build speed into corner infield with someone like Caleb Durbin, or obviously you can always have your utility that if you wait to the end, you can try to throw a speed guy in. I had a lineup not long ago where I threw Justin Crawford in like round 17 or 18
Okay.
as like a speed guy, and at the utility I'm talking about, and I felt really good with that. So yeah, you have those plays if you want to later.
And that's like you have to build your team correct to give yourself that availability there. Turang, I knew he wasn't going to get to me.
That would have been nice. Yeah, that
That
would
would
have
have
been
been
nice.
the great pick there. I can't pick Mookie Betts. Devers,
No, I
Merrill,
agree. I agree.
Devers, Merrill, Snell. Already got a
Well,
first baseman.
what's your thoughts on Nico?
What's
What
my
do you
thoughts on Carlos Estevez as the last
or
closer here to
that
get?
I don't mind that. This is round 5. I mean,
This is
personally, I like drafting Estevez here. So,
I'm going to draft Carlos Estevez because the
yep,
other closers behind him are Suarez and McGill. Okay.
Kinley. If I mean,
Yeah. I'm going to go Estevez here. What's his ADP? I might be paying a little up for him.
well,
I'm going to
he's not
do.
going to make it around. So,
No, I got him though.
obviously,
Yep.
yeah,
This is a team. This is. I think I try. text wanted to say something like, I want to get out of my comfort zone. Here we go. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
I personally like it. You're gonna take a hit at K projections with Estevez, but I am totally fine with that. I'll take a little bit worse ratios and a little bit less Ks with Estevez if he's gonna have 30 plus saves. I don't have a reason to believe he's not gonna have 30 plus saves again. And I like the Royals. So he could be back to 40 saves again, and I wouldn't be shocked, even though
There's a
odds
way
are
where
he'll be 30.
if I can get another guy who I think any of these closers make it back in the 6th round, I will take them, because then I will go a 7-2 build, and that would be killer. If
Yeah,
any of these crazy little closers, and that's how you counteract that, what you're talking about with Estevez, is you get more starters. So
exactly. Yep, you got it. Um, with that said, I don't, I mentioned the name Kinley. I don't know if I want to take him with the 6-7 or the 5-6 swing here. It just feels so early. I mean, it is, but it's deserving because of him signing now, I think. It's just gross. It's like I said, you kind of just sometimes you kind of feel like, or I do, I feel like I just have to suck it up and bite the bullet and take the closer, but I just don't like doing it. There's just so many better names to pick.
there's like, but it in terms of team impact,
But that's
uh,
it. I'm doing so many team builds, and I know I'm like, whenever I'm looking at my rosters throughout the season, I'm going to want to see these guys' names. And even though it's gross drafting them, though, well, speaking of, there went Kinley, so
well,
don't have to worry about that.
saved it. He saved you.
Save me from the gross good pick. Fairbanks is a similar thing.
Mm. Ryan Walker. How far out do you have to get to draft Ryan Walker?
14, 15, 16, maybe. I have taken him. Let me see. Hold on. This time I'm searching on the spreadsheet. Walker Ryan. Let's see. 1, 2. I've taken him twice. So I've taken him 2 times. This is my 36th team, so I have
Not a
just a
lot.
couple more. But I'm gonna finish with 40 on the dot.
Nice.
Um,
Buxton just went.
yep. And I love me some Buxton.
I think you took him in the last draft we were in.
Yep. Big fan.
Man, these.
Um, So for me, I am leaning going back to starter again with my first pick because I really like but you know what? I really like all 5 of these starters that are available. Ryan, Kirby, Cease, Schwellenbach, Luzardo.
Yeah.
I like all of them. Um, oh man, I could double tap and really push hitter, and then I'd be looking really strong at pitcher.
Oh,
I
Augustin
like
Ramirez.
I like Jaron Duran. I've drafted him a good amount. I think that end of 5, beginning of 6, this is a really good spot for Jaron Duran. Have you heard the Kansas City Royal rumors?
No.
Yeah, I've heard that he could be traded there. Even if he's not traded there, I mean, I still like Jaron Duran. So I'm trying to
Doesn't that
decide, should
park
I
like
take
that? I'm sorry, that park fits him perfectly.
it does. It does. Okay. I think I'm gonna try to double tap pitcher.
Oh yeah, I love that. I love that. I love that.
And I'm going to go Cease with my first one. And
Okay.
then I'm going to either go Ryan, Kirby, or if I don't think this guy will go both. I should have the option for one either or. But Luzardo is right there. I'm also really into Schwellenbach. I mean, like I said, all of them. And Yuri Perez for that matter. I mean, honestly, all these pitchers are good. The only one I'm not drafting Strider. I don't think I'll regret that, but I guess it's possible I could regret that. But I've been staying away from him. Framber, I've been kind of staying away. I've taken him 1 or 2, but
are on deck.
All right. So now I got to decide, do I commit to the double tap of pitcher, or do I take my outfield 2 with Duran and add another, hopefully 2020 guy with a decent batting average and good RBIs and runs?
Let me see. What just happened? Dylan
Drake
Cease.
Drake Baldwin went.
Drake Ball.
Um, I think Josh Naylor is a good pick. So is Devers. This is a good Devers fall. Honestly, Devers is still there. This is really a pretty good spot for Devers. His ADP is 53, and this is pick 77. I wonder if this is his low.
Yeah, Devers is dropping like a
You
rock.
know, I think since I just noticed that, I think that I'm gonna take this as an opportunity to let the draft pivot my decision and go with a pretty significant fall of a good player with Devers. And that may be the first time I've drafted him in Gladiator. Let me see.
I'm showing him as
Yeah,
a
it
plus.
is.
I'm showing him as a plus 31 value there.
So yeah, that was my first Gladiator share. And again, I wonder if that's his lowest ADP. You know what? I don't have to wonder. I've got a while before I pick. I'm going to go look up what number was that. 77.
Yeah, 77.
Let's see. Gladiator. Okay, so he's gone as low as 82, but still that was close to his max pick.
I mean, he listen. I listened to the KNBR Giants radio. I mean, look for him to have a big year. They're going to build around him. He's gonna pay dividends. He's gonna be worth some money.
Hey,
They got
I hope it works for this team. That's for sure.
talk is they got Ron Washington out there just to make him feel comfy. So
You know, I heard that. I heard that on I listen to a lot of podcasts. I don't know. One of them I was listening to, and yeah, no, I like Ron Washington a lot. I've seen a lot of videos of him working with guys in the past, and I hopefully Devers accepts that teaching. That's
that
really the biggest thing for me. You know, Ron Washington can teach it, but he has to accept being the student. So
what? Oh, here is that a timeout right there? Bellinger. Okay, Bellinger. All right, I'm gonna get a guy I like. I think I'm gonna get a guy I like. I'm gonna get a guy I like here, Spencer.
okay, well, I'm interested
I
to
mean,
see
I'm gonna
which
get
one because
Jaron
there's a lot
Durant.
of good players. You're there. You go. The guy
I'm
who
gonna
fell, who I
I'm
was
gonna get
talking
Jaron
about.
Durant. I'm gonna take that right
Beautiful.
now.
Love it.
Beautiful. Yeah,
Now
love it
that helps you
so much.
way more than me because the potential for the 30 plus steals there with those other stats is huge for your roster and gives you your outfield one. Love it. Love it. I'm glad I didn't take him now because he fell to you. That worked out perfect.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been a good pick for you to take him, but he got all the way down there, and I'm stoked to have him on my squad. Pete Fairbanks. That might have been another route I could have gone for the 7-2 build, but I'm not a Pete Fairbanks guy.
Same here. And I'm just afraid, what if he goes somewhere where he's not closing? You know, guys like him that aren't like necessarily like Kinley, I expected Kinley signing somewhere to close because he's Kinley Jansen. But
Yeah,
Fairbanks, I don't know. I mean, I assume he'll sign somewhere to close, but what if he doesn't? A la Suarez, who just went the pick after.
man, I
But
see it.
that's a good pick because Don Moyer, who took that, took Mason Miller, Iglesias, and Robert Suarez to start their pitching staff. That's super fun. I really like that start
Let me
because now
see.
they can just go starters the rest of the way. And like
Oh yeah,
Iglesias, like I would have pushed Suarez and still tried to do that, like and made Suarez fall to me to like the 8-9 come around. But with that said, I think it's super fun. I really like that
hey,
start.
I like that you're talking about team two, right? And I'm just
Yeah,
gonna. He's gonna go. It looks like he's gonna go mid pitcher. There would be my guess. So where's he gonna get those outfielders? You know, because he's gonna have to invest in some innings somewhere, or he's gonna have to invest in starter innings or pitcher at bats. So that's the choice he's gonna make right there.
it's true. It's true. It's a unique start to the it's a unique build to start. It'll be interesting to see how it unfolds.
I think a lot of people are just kind of in these last weeks of the Gladiator. I mean, you've done it 32 times or whatever. This is my eighth. Why nobody's doing it the same? I'm
No.
curious. Is Waxman drafting his normal team? I haven't even
Um
looked.
no, well, so his team is amazing. Every team he drafts is so good. It is crazy how good of a drafter Zach Waxman is. Seriously. Like I know like he's been doing this forever. He's a heavy drafter. He does all these. He won this. He's the defending champ. But I've been doing these heavy. I've been doing 40 of these for each every year that it's been a thing. And I've been going against him, and I'm just always like, I love his drafts. His team is four pitchers, two outfielders. He has two elite closers and two really good starters. I mean, he just he builds great teams.
Do I get Michael Garcia?
Yes, yes, that's an
That's who I
awesome
get,
pick.
and
That's an
that's who
awesome
I
pick
pick.
right here.
That's who
Love
I'm
it.
trying to get. I love it. Got my guy. Listen, this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get these picks as they come around to me. I just got Michael Garcia. That helps me out so
That
much.
helps you out immensely. Immensely. I love that pick there. Was that a fall? Was that an ADP fall?
I'll know here. I think it was. I'll know here in a minute once I
Okay.
get my
Well,
my
still,
calculator.
that was great. That was an awesome pick.
Yeah.
I mean, when you start that power of Kurtz and Langoliers, and then you add Duran and Garcia, who also have 20 homer power in their
Dude,
bats, but plus 30 steals, and guys that can have decent averages and not hurt your average. Just great picks.
and plays third base.
And plays third base. Lock that
so,
up.
so lock it. There's the guy who I would have taken besides Michael Garcia if he had been taken. Is I would have
Yuri.
gone Yuri Perez. I straight
Yeah.
up would have gone straight to Yuri Perez there. And now I got to say, I feel like I got to get arms. And that's why I'm glad I went two quick early arms, because now I can go mid pitcher and not have to worry about at bats, because I just got some at bats.
Yep.
Man, Yuri Perez, I don't have a share of him yet, and I want that. Dang it, I knew he wasn't coming back.
Man, yeah. Well, that's that. Hey, you know what? It's all right. You've got a couple more drafts. You said, what'd you say? You have two more?
Two more.
Yep, you got two more. You can look at Yuri in the next one because this team needed Garcia. That was the perfect pick for this team.
Yeah, it was the exact right pick. I couldn't let him go by. I mean, getting back in the hitting. Let's go. Things are starting to equalize. Hoffman just went. Let me see. So
Yeah, I really like your build. And I mean, again, with that Scooble Gilbert start and then locking in the saves, yeah, like you also have a very balanced team right now.
yeah.
Big thing with Nick Kurtz. What kind of batting average are we going to get? I'm leaning 280. That's my gut. It's like 275 to 285, somewhere in that range. So like a
Hey,
280.
my projections, which are a mix of everything plus kind of a limiting projection, gives him 269. So I drafted him for hitting 270 with 37 home runs.
And even if I was thinking 280 and he bats 270, I'm completely good with it.
I'm good with it.
What's a good team batting average to win this? Do you know? Do you have the mean batting average info?
I do. I have the average that you should shoot for is sitting right here, and that average is
265.
264.
Yeah, so I was in my head. I was thinking 265, 264. He's above the mean that you need still, and that's with, in my mind, a
That's all you're
lower
trying to do.
projection. So perfect. All right, I'm almost back up here.
Okay.
Okay. Waxman added another awesome pitcher, one that I talked about taken last time that almost made it all the way back around.
What team is he?
Dwellenbach.
12.
12.
Okay, yeah.
12. Awesome. Gosh.
Where are you at with your
Man, we are in an awesome room. We got some guys that are building some great teams here. Guys and gals, I should say.
Oh yeah, we've got some players. You're gonna have some good picks coming around the top here, man.
All right. So, well, let me just tell you my favorite one right now that I'm leaning, and that's Nolan McLean. And I think that for my team too, I think that Michael Harris is a really good pick here.
You're on
I
the
also
clock.
think, yeah, I'm on the clock. I also think that, I mean, I don't hate Soderstrom, but I don't think I necessarily need Soderstrom. I'm not going to give the chance to Nolan McLean to not make it to me,
Mm,
and I'm going to grab him first.
I know
Uh,
that's one
he's
of your guys.
I'm just buying in. It's one of those things where I've just decided I'm just going to go all in, and if he doesn't work, then so be it. But everything's there that he will be incredible. Other than he's a Met and things
I
go
was
bad for the Mets. So,
about to say New York
well,
Mets.
oh my gosh, let's talk about history of like amazing, can't miss Mets pitching prospects.
Very
There's
true.
so many. Oh man, Matt Harvey's the first one that comes to my mind.
Well, I
Bill
think,
Bill Pulsifer.
oh, oh, I think McLean's going to get the innings though. I
Yeah,
think, I think that's the thing about him there. So,
I'm just going all in.
oh, looking at
Okay, so I'm about to come back around. I
yeah,
mentioned Nico Horner's name earlier. Um, I love Nico Horner, and I don't think I've drafted him on a single Gladiator. Let me go see. There's
such an
one.
upside play. I
I have one Nico Horner team.
I have him in my weighted Z ranks here in my weighted Z ranks as the 71st player. Um, so
And there
he
he
just
goes.
got taken.
Oh, that's great.
Somebody else had him
Okay.
rated high.
Okay. I don't have a catcher. Will Smith is a good pick here. It's either that or I push catcher. I'm going to star him. I got 45 seconds. I mentioned Soderstrom. I'm going to stay away. Jose Altuve is a good pick. Yeah, I like Altuve. I'm going to star him. Um, I'm going to leave it at that at hitting Altuve or Will Smith. At pitcher, I don't take Strider. I'm not taking Valdez. I could go Miguel. Is Uribe still there, or has he already been drafted? He's been
He's
drafted.
been drafted.
Um, I don't feel confident enough to go Miguel versus these other picks that I like more. I'm going to go Will Smith and lock in my first catcher.
I think
I
that's a
don't
smart move.
I don't do it a ton, but that's just locked and loaded, good numbers, good batting average. He doesn't
People
have to play all season. I'm fine with his, 450 good solid at bats.
good at bats, and this people have been saying this about Will Smith every year. Oh, it's not going to happen. He's not going to. He just puts them up every year. So just put it in the bank, like you're saying.
Yep. Exactly. And one thing that for the last couple of years, there's been all these like big Dodgers catcher prospects, right? And then it's like every time that I like last year, of course, Dalton Rushing was the big name being looked at in these gladiators a year ago at this time.
Right.
And before that, a couple of years ago, like Hebert Ruiz, and there's been several others. But nonetheless, I'm like, they've got Will Smith signed until like 2035. He signed like a 12-year contract or something crazy whenever
I
they
didn't
signed him.
realize that. Yeah. So they're
Yeah,
not
let me
doing
pull it up.
anything.
It's crazy. It's
They're not
crazy
doing.
how long they have him signed for.
Yeah. So you're right that he's going to get those 450 at bats pretty much no matter what.
That's why I'm like, yeah, okay. I I only slightly over exaggerated. He is signed through 2033. Okay. How old is your son now?
He's 7.
He's gonna
So
be he's gonna Will Smith will be on the Dodgers, signed on the Dodgers until your son is
is in high
uh
school.
13. Yeah, like
Yes.
13 or 14.
Yes. Until he's in high school. That's madness. Dang, there goes Yainer Diaz. Would have taken him. Would have taken Yainer. You just made somebody take Yainer.
I did. And yeah, Yiner, honestly, he could be a better pick than Will Smith. That's possible. But yeah, either way, they're both good catcher picks there.
Oh man, I might have to take McGill.
You know, hey, if you want to jump in, I don't see anything wrong with it. He could have 20 plus saves. I've seen the draft boards. People are swaying to Uribe. You know, for the first month and a half of drafting gladiators from the beginning of November until about 10 days or so ago, it was pretty much consistently Miguel before Uribe being drafted in these. And then now I've seen for a week to 10 days it been flipping and Uribe going first. I'm assuming probably he was talked up somewhere, but it also could just be people's just sort of like, I don't know, maybe just realizing like Uribe's stuff is just nastier on Statcast. And I mean, he's really good, Uribe, but I think Miguel's good too. That's the thing. So
I
I'm not
mean,
trying to talk you in or out. It's that's a
no,
tough call either way.
it's a tough call. There goes Willie Adamas. In terms of team build, there goes Strider. In terms of team build, I'm going to take McGill
Okay,
because
do it.
I'm going to go 7-2 build here. I'm most likely going to lock the 7-2 build right here. And that's going to allow me flexibility to get a hitter, jump a hitter on a pitcher because I get two pitchers instead of one behind him. So I could jump another hitter up and get back a little in the hitter is kind of what I'm thinking. And maybe it's shared more than people think. And if it's shared more than people think, McGill wins. So who's the other RPs after this? I'm showing nobody except for Griffin Jacks or Ryan Walker.
I
And I
think
don't.
Griffin Jacks is super interesting, but it's also
I'm taking McGill.
nothing. Yeah, nothing guaranteed. So yeah, Miguel it is.
I
Um,
think I think I think I'm gonna I think I'm just gonna bank the saves that McGill's gonna give me early in the season while Uribe's figuring it out, or before they figure out they want to go to him, or in and out of the All-Star break he's gonna get a save on an off day. I'm gonna bank that, and I think that could get to 20, and I think that will help me make a 7-2 build. So
I agree with you. Yep, it absolutely can. And now you're making me think, well, maybe I should have done it instead of Will Smith, but that's okay.
I didn't want to do it, but he came around to the top of my sheet, and I should have taken Soderstrom. Is who I should have taken, but this is second guessing times right here. You're not past the 10th round. You can't tell if these are good picks or not right now. I can't tell.
It's true. It's true. Um, it's just about, yeah, like you said, your team, your build, what you need, and knowing what's going to be available later on. Like if you didn't take McGill there, then again, you like you just said, then you know that your mind is going, well, am I going to jump in on Ryan Walker? Yeah,
That's a,
now you can just say, no, I'm done. I'm just counting on that. I'm counting on Estevez and McGill. That's going to give me 55 to 65 saves, and boom, there it is. I'm just locking that up in my mind.
and I mean, I think that's what I'm not playing. I'm not playing to get 100 saves. So
Yep. You can hit 60 saves and be
eh,
just fine. Not even 60, 50 and be just fine.
yep,
Um,
that is the truth. I seen your team. Was your team your best? I finally got a team that would do better than one of your best team last year was Plethora of Pinatas. What a great
yes,
film!
yes.
First of all, great film. Saw it in the theater when I was a kid.
Oh,
Um,
did you? Oh, that's awesome.
um, but yeah, that team. I think that team did have saves though. I think that team might have had 100 saves.
It had, I know, I'm almost positive Estevez was on that team too, and
Mm,
as the third one. And I actually think Miguel
that's
was
what.
on that team. And I think, if I remember right, that was one where I drafted Miguel. It was like the day before the news came out of
Oh,
him being the closer, and I got him in like round 17. And it was the next day when he shot up, and it
to like
happened to be
round
that
12.
team.
Like I think he
Yeah.
went to like into the 10. He might have gone round 10 the next day because there was big news or whatever it was.
Hmm. Yeah, it was the Devin Williams news. So that's yeah. Um, but yeah, no, the last couple years for myself, it's been a disappointment. I've not had any teams finish. Last year, that team finished 77th. The team before or the year before, I'd have to go back to look off my memory. I think I had two teams in the top 50, but no team higher than like 35. Um, and but the year before that, which was the second year of Gladiator, because this is the fourth season of Gladiator. Here's
Yes.
the point: the very first year, the first year of Gladiator, I had the team that finished second overall,
I didn't know
and
that.
that's what I immediately, as soon as I saw the Gladiator format, I fell in love because, like I told you, this is like the ideal draft format to me. A draft and hold roto that's basically best ball, where you make no moves, you have no bench. It's just is what it is. I love it. So I was drafting a ton of them right from that first year. I finished second in the first year. It made me addicted to these even more. and I've not come close to being back there since then. So hopefully this year is the year I get back into the top 10. That's what I'm hoping.
Glasnow or Jackson Holiday?
Uh, Holiday.
I
That
got
would be my. That would be
I
my.
I want to. He's not showing as super high value to me, but I want to take him. Where's he at on my? I'm showing him as a 205.
You talking about Holiday?
Jackson Holiday, yeah. I
Yeah.
think I
I
got to go
mean,
second. I got to go second baseman here. I
I'd
don't.
go second baseman here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
That's
I got him. Jackson Holiday. That's I think my second share. Um, let's go. Oh, man, tough. Like I can't go another. I can't go another one of the another pitcher there. Brandon Woodruff, Yandy Diaz. Okay, now I'm all in pitchers. These next pitchers are my guys.
so I love the Jackson Holiday pick there because also this is the thing that you didn't mention. There is an elite ceiling, that potential that we don't know. We
Yeah,
do not know what his ceiling truly is. What if this year all of a sudden Jackson Holiday is 35, 40? You know what I'm saying? What if he's like Jose Ramirez like numbers?
I just need him
Light,
to be
you know.
closer to 2030.
Oh, for
2030.
sure. I'm not saying, I'm just saying this is a ceiling that is potentially there that we are not accounting for. But when you make a pick like Holiday in round 9, you are building in that extra, like this
Exactly.
pick could help give your team some extra juice to really make that push in the standings.
Exactly. And I mean, I guess also team context with him and what it seems like that team is trying to do. Um, and this is his third year, correct? Two and a
Um,
half. He
I
came up for the. I feel like he's old enough. I feel like he's seen the league, and that's going to do him well this year. So
I was gonna say, like, not even a half. The year prior, or his first little bit, it was just the very end. It was just a taste.
okay,
But nonetheless, this is it. Though you're right. This is the like prime breakout year, and he started showing it last year. You know what I mean? So it's not like we're having to project out of nothing.
oh
Like,
yeah,
and this is an elite. I mean, elite talent, as everyone knows. Uh,
okay, you're on deck.
I'm looking at, if I go back to pitcher. So you know how we were just been talking about the closer with Miguel. There's
Hmm.
one left. He's still there. I don't love this pick at all. I'm have not done it yet in a single gladiator, but I think I'm about to take Dennis Santana.
I just saw him. He's showing 21 saves on my sheet. I think that's a great pick.
So yeah, I'm just double checking to make sure I'm not missing anything. Make sure I'm scrolling down. I've got him starred just in case I time out. We mentioned Jax. Oh, dude, Ronnie Henriquez. That pick's gone. You saw that, right?
No, what happened to him?
You didn't? Oh yeah,
No.
that was. I think that was yesterday. Tommy John, man.
Oh God. Let me see if I have any of him.
Yep, Tommy John.
Dodge that one. Okay.
Did you good? I mean, I mostly did. I think I have 2 shares. I'm fine with that. Let me double check that. 1, 2. Yep, I'm right. 2 shares.
Dodged it. Okay, cool. That's where we're at right now, Spencer. We're dodging bullets. The
I
gladiator
know.
is
I
it's like,
know.
did your guy avoid the trade? Joe Adele, love that pick. Give me Joe Adele.
Yeah, it's a great pick. And speaking of, I'm going back to hitter here,
Okay.
and because I could, man, I'm tempted to just. I mean, I love my pitching. So right now I've got Sale, Bednar, Cease, McLean, and Dennis Santana. Um, I love my pitching, and I would really like to add to it here with or Schlittler, or I mean, I've taken a lot of Glass now, so I'm kind of fading him for my remaining teams. Michael King, I love Michael King.
I have an
Um,
early share of King. I haven't gotten another one though.
you did
Glasnow
see he
just went.
signed. You did see he
Okay.
signed, right?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, he re-signed with the Padres,
That's good.
3 year deal or 2 year deal, 2 or 3 year deal. Um, I I love the outfielders that are here though. Stowers, Lawrence Butler. I mean, I really was impressed with Stowers last year, really impressed. But I think Marcy is maybe a better pick. but I don't want to take him. I've taken him multiple times. I've not taken hardly any Lawrence Butler, and
Are you going to take him?
for the A's, we're gonna do it right here. Lawrence Butler, come on
Oh,
down.
love it. I love a Lawrence Butler. Got
So
the poster on the wall.
this is round 10. I would say that this qualifies as a post hype sleeper in a way. It's still relatively high, round 10, but last year he was getting all the juice at this time. He was like
Yeah.
the hot round 4, round 5 name
People
to
thought he
look
was going to
at.
put up Ellie type of numbers.
I was on board. My gosh, the end of his 24 was unreal how good he was.
Yeah.
The
And
final,
then,
like what, 2 months, 3 months?
yeah, the last games at the Coliseum, he was on fire. Right there. Oh
Oh,
man.
the good old last days at the
The last
Coliseum.
days at the
Did you
Coliseum,
tell
everybody.
me? Did you get to go to any in that last? Did you go to any of like the last games at the end?
Yeah, we went to. I was at the last walk-off win the A's ever put down at the Coliseum. The second to
That's
last
beautiful.
game where I think Lawrence Butler might have scored the winning run on Timothy Chalamet. Oh, I'm sorry, Jacob Wilson. We call him out here in California, out here in Cali and Sac. We call him Chalamet.
Well,
Um,
what's that? I don't get it.
just because he looks like Timothy Chalamet. So out
All
here in the
right, I'm gonna have to Google who this is because I don't know who that is.
oh, he's an actor. Timothy Chalamet is this actor guy. He was in Dune. So everybody's
Oh,
calling
okay,
Jacob
okay,
Wilson
the
Timothy
Dune guy.
Chalamet.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But yeah, he
Yep.
got a walk-off base hit, and it was pandemonium in there. The rookie got the walk-off, so it was great, man. It was
I
great.
have.
But yeah,
He does look like him. I'm just like looking at another picture because I knew what Jacob looked like in my mind. Yeah, I totally see it.
oh, I'm gonna have a pick coming up, Spencer. I'm gonna have a good pick, man.
Yeah, you are, and you're up in 2, so
I'm
not
up in
long.
2. Gosh, I got some here. There's Schittler. I'm having trouble saying that
Yeah,
name. I think I'm saying it correctly.
I know. Same with me. I always just say Schittler, whatever. That was my buddy. That was Brock who took him.
Okay, there goes in my. Oh, I'm gonna have a guy here. So there goes Westbrook. So I need arm.
Okay,
So I need arm here. And
you need an
talked about
arm.
King, and I already
Hmm.
have Pablo Lopez.
You savage.
You Savage.
You in on him?
Ah,
Gavin Williams, Pepio, all good picks.
I'm more in on just another Pablo Lopez, to be honest.
I'm good with that too. Yeah, I'll be honest. I've not been taking a lot of him, but I traditionally I have. I felt kind of a little personally burned last year, and I just haven't done it much. Let me go see actually.
My Z rank I mean, my ranking has him. What's his pitching? Okay, so max usage is a 182. I have him at a 162 usage. That means he'll be inflated over any number I have. So I'm gonna take Pablo Lopez. I need arm. I take
Do
Pablo.
it.
I take
Do
Pablo
it.
Lopez.
Hey, again, I've been very high on Pablo. So what's so funny? This is what it is. A year ago at this time, I always talk. I have like 3 or 4 friends that hear me talk about all this stuff all the time.
Right.
And with Pablo, I never trusted him. Like with the Marlins, and then like when he went over to the Twins, I never would draft him. I never trusted him. And then after 24, going into 25, I'm like, okay. I give up. I believe in Pablo Lopez. I believe in him. He's for real. I trust him. I'll start drafting him. Last year, I drafted him a lot of places. It did not work out.
It did not work out.
So I'm like, of course, the year that I finally say, "Oh, I trust you now," then so that's now. I just looked. I've taken him 2 times. So 2 of 36 is not, or 2 of 35 is very low percent.
Yeah, that's like 6% or something like
But
that.
it shows I respect him. I like, in the sense of like I'm not going to fade him like every once in a while. And I noticed it was back to back drafts, so two drafts in a row I took him, and then I haven't since then.
Let me see how many shares of him I already have. I know I already have shares of him. I'm a guy. Oh, I only had one share, and I took him at 129 in
Oh,
that
now
other
you have two
draft.
as well.
Yeah, so I got 2, and I took him at 145. In the other draft, I took him at 129. I'm showing that as a 7% pick. So I'm not hating
Great
on that.
fall then.
Yeah, not bad at all. I'm liking my team. I'm getting it back together. Need
Oh,
outfielder.
dude,
Need
your team.
shortstop.
I've loved your team this whole time. Yeah, no, I think your team's great. You're building a winner here.
Let me see.
Of
Left
course,
field.
like I said, this whole room, there are a lot of great teams
A
being
lot of
built
great
in this
teams.
room.
You see, I put yours up here on the main. I'm going to 14 for these statistics here. Let's see where you're at here. I'm showing you at a 19 pick value overall. You're in total rank 11, so you're 2 spots up from where you picked from. So making money, and now the fun begins. Now the fun begins after the 10th round.
Hmm.
We're gonna see how this clay is shaped into a functional pot.
That's right. And no ghosting.
No ghosting. Right? Yeah. No, I don't think it works like that in these rooms. But
No, not quite.
but yeah, that's what we're trying to do here. Now you got the base of what you're doing, and you're just this is where I wish I had another tool that could kind of tell me this is what this guy's going to try to get back into right away, and I don't have that ability yet. Um,
Well, let me tell you, these upcoming 10 rounds, I love these picks. Like
yeah,
these picks that really make a difference for your team but are not sexy.
yeah.
I just think they're so much fun. I'm I'm such a nerd when it comes to this stuff because I just think it's great. Like looking at, okay, what do we do here? Speaking of, you're up. So
I
you
know, and
have
you know what
one,
I'm doing
two,
here?
five
I'm drafting
pitchers.
Michael King. What's
Okay,
going on?
do it. He made it back around.
He made it back around. I'm taking Michael King. I need to get back in on arms. He re-signed with San Diego. Let me see who else is here to take. I'm showing Jacob Wilson as my shortstop. Ooh, that could be a
I
pick.
like that too.
Not enough juice. I'm showing as a 297, a 291. I already got A's. Can't do it. That's 3 A's. I'm against
Okay,
that. I'm
not
against
doing
that.
3 A's.
Taylor Ward is another guy I might consider here in terms of pop, but I'm going to take the arm. I'm going to take the last. Who's my arms after this? They're not going to get back around. I'd be stuck out at Cade Horton or Rodon. I'm going to take King. Give me King.
There you go. Boom. Love it. I think
Boom.
it's you could say it's debatable, you Savage or Bubba Chandler with those young guys, but I would rather take Michael King with your team, with what
Yeah,
you
with
have already. Um, because you've already like got these studs with Scooble, Gilbert, and Lopez. Take another proven stud right here. You can gamble with some later picks if you choose. Like you said, you're going to do 7 starters.
well, I mean, Michael King is Pablo Lopez. Pablo Lopez is Michael King in terms of these stat lines I'm looking at. So I just went back to back on that.
Yeah,
I'm
love
I'm
it.
gonna stack that up. That's 300. That's 300 strikeouts, 320 strikeouts, 20 some wins. I gotta think that you can't let that get away right here.
No, and I'm a sucker for guys that pop on pitching ninja videos. So the guys that just have wicked filthy stuff.
Right.
And King is one of those guys. He's just so much fun to watch videos of. His stuff is nasty.
And I got to be honest, when a team re-signs them, they're watching that same stuff.
Oh
You know
yeah,
what I'm
and
saying?
it's the team that just had him.
And
And
that
remember he was part of the Soto trade. So
I forgot about that.
mhm.
Oh, here it's coming up on you. Oh, here's some pictures being taken here.
Yeah,
There's value. Hey, value is being taken off the board right now for sure.
there is that easily I could go back and take another good pitcher, but you know what I think I'm going to do? I already feel really good with the 5 pitchers I have. The three starters again: Sale, Cease, McLean, 2 closers: Bednar, Santana. It's funny. I just realized both the teammates of the Pirates to start last year. That's funny. I didn't even think about that. Um, and Pirates bullpen. Oh man, what a great bullpen to buy into. There's a winning team that I'm drafting. Pirates bullpen.
Hey,
Might as well take
sometimes
Mason Montgomery on this team. I think I'm going to do it. You know what? Last pick going to be Mason Montgomery. Lock it up right now. Um,
nobody's going
okay,
to challenge you for that. You got that. Put it in the
I'm
books.
doing it. I'm doing it. I'm declaring now. Okay, of course. Waxman just took Dylan Cruz. He
Yeah,
great pick, and he knows I would have done that. I know he knows.
great pick.
Last year I was all in on Dylan Cruz. This year not so much, but I'm like, of course, this year I'm going to fade my shares of him and he's going to just smash. Just wait and see.
There we go. Wheeler, Dylan Cruz, Castillo. Oh man, these are such. Any of these guys could really help a team if they get it right. Man, even that
Okay.
Zach Wheeler. Here you go.
Okay. I'm still not super strong at steals, but I do have Lindor, Tucker, and Butler, who I should be able to get 20-25 from each. That's about 75. I'm going to need more steals, but I'm going to need power. I'm torn between Taylor Ward or Britton Doyle here, but I'm going to go Taylor Ward. I'm
Man, you
just
can.
going to take the power.
I was gonna say you get him in the 11th round. I would love that.
Yeah, it's well, you know, I don't love, so I'm not like fully on board. Like I'm not like 100% Taylor Ward is legit. I still think I'm still, I was burned by Taylor Ward for a long time of him being
Okay.
not good before, you know what I mean? And so I'm not quite there, but I'm almost there. And thus picking him here. I know this, his power's legit. What I'm just afraid of, does he just all of a sudden Chris Davis, you know what I mean, where he just can't hit anything? And yeah, you got all the power in the world, but and now he's on the Orioles. But yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like, what if
Yeah,
he just drops off the earth from a contact perspective is what I'm afraid of. Um, but I don't think it's going to happen, especially after they just traded for him. Like, I'm sure the Orioles are fully on board with that move of trading Grayson Rodriguez. That actually gives me more confidence in Taylor Ward, knowing the Orioles traded Grayson for him. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
that that's the kind of stuff where it's like the Michael King thing as well. Like the team made a move on you. I'm paying attention to that. So they did trade. They did, but was that to not just to get off Grayson Rodriguez though?
Well, it could be. That's possible. That's possible. But at the same time, we don't know. I'm assuming that Grayson will still, maybe, I'm assuming he still is going to be a valuable piece. But yeah,
Sure.
yeah, maybe they just wanted to dump him.
Oh, you're on. You're on.
Um,
You're on.
okay, so Jacob Wilson is still there. I could go Jacob Wilson. I don't think I've done Jacob Wilson. Just the reason why I don't draft him is he just doesn't run. And what if he's only 7 or 8 homers and 7 or 8 steals? Then what is that 300 average going to do for me in Gladiator?
He's not going to get
That's
the at bats where the average will carry. Is the other thing I fear.
that's just where my mind goes with why I don't draft Jacob Wilson, even though I really like
I
Jacob
love him.
Wilson.
Love it.
Um, I'm going to take who I was just talking about. I'm going to take Doyle. I'm going to take the upside here. Um, I heard some talk of Doyle potentially being traded to the Braves. It probably won't happen, but that would be great to me if Doyle went to the Braves. I would love that.
I ran into that Doyle when somehow I got him on a team that year. He provided that out of nowhere pop, and he could do it all over again. I'm not sure what the projections on him really say. Let me pull up 14 to see
Yeah.
what they say. I mean, I'm showing him as basically a 2020 guy, 250 2020 guy with 70 and 70. You can't really beat that right there. And now you're four
Hmm.
outfielders deep. You're four
Hmm.
outfielders deep, and all the rest of this you can get because you put yourself in a good position here to get these juicy infielders that are going to
Exactly.
be good
Hmm.
value right here. I see that play that you're making. Um,
I like a lot of these late infielders. I really do. I mean, I've pushed it enough to know that there are enough names that I can maneuver around and find people that I like.
yeah. Oh, there goes Ryan Walker. I think maybe that's a little early there. Um, I don't know. What are the Giants going to do?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, right now I'm betting on Ryan Walker, but yeah, I have no clue. I mean, it doesn't feel good because they already replaced him last year. So
And but then they traded Duvall. I mean, it just
I
seems
know
like
Randy Rodriguez, Tommy
yeah,
John. Um,
injury. They got this guy from setup guy from the what's his name, Budo. He's not a closer. What are they going to do out there?
I'm pulling up Fangraphs real quick. I want to get a screenshot here of their bullpen as
It's
it
not great.
is.
It's not
Giants.
great.
Let's see. Yeah. So it's flat out terrible. Joel Piguero. is who I is maybe that's who you're talking about. It says their
Yes.
bullpen is Joel Peguero, Eric Miller, Jose Buto, former Met great,
Yep.
Matt Gage, Spencer Bivens, JT Brewbreaker, another former Pirate bullpen guy. Jason Foley, that was the Tiger that they brought in, but he's hurt. He's had shoulder surgery, and
Jacob.
Jason Foley didn't even pitch in the bigs last year. He stayed in the minors all season.
Would you take Jacob Wilson or Jerkson Profar? I think I'd take
Profar.
Jacob
That's just
Profar.
me. That's just me. You take Wilson. Wilson again. I just told you why I'm not taking
Oh, no,
Wilson.
no, no. I can't take Wilson because I know of a sneaky shortstop later on, a later one that I would kind of risk it all for. But maybe I should just take the arm here.
Or switch to an arm, pivot to an arm, Bubba Chandler or someone else.
I like Profar. I go Profar.
I love Profar. Yep.
I told myself I was going to take outfielder in these rounds, and to not get behind on that gives me options there. So
Yep. And
but,
yeah, I just really like Profar. I could give two craps less about any sort of like steroid thing with him last year. I don't care.
no,
I
I mean
really don't. I really like him.
I
I've liked
appreciate
him for a long time.
I appreciate that he tried to get back with whatever he tried to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it's just one of those things where a long time ago, 20 plus years ago, was like, listen, I don't care personally what guys are taking human growth hormone wise to try to get better or whatever. Like, yeah, it's one thing like Conseco, like literally like pumping roids. But even then with that, I'm of the camp. I'm like, baseball is so hard. Baseball to me is like the hardest sport, period. So it's about hand-eye coordination. It's about your
It's
God-given
about
talent
that.
and skill. It's so like what Barry Bonds, that's why I'm like Barry Bonds, the whole reason why Barry Bonds all of a sudden ballooned and hit all the home. This is me going on a little steroid rant. Sorry.
No,
This is
I'm a
just my
Giants fan.
opinion.
I trust me.
It's just my opinion. Barry Bonds got pissed off because he's an attention whore, and he got pissed off at the McGuire, Sosa, Griffey home run chase of '98,
Yep.
and that his name was not in the. He was because before this he was Barry Bonds, multi MVP, good at everything. You know what I mean? Like that's
Mm-hmm.
who so he was like, well, fine. I'll make sure that I'm going to do a little something, something, and I'm going to focus on hitting home runs because guess what? Chicks dig the long ball.
Picks dig the long ball.
So why not? And it worked. And it
It
worked
worked.
and why could he do it? To me, it's not steroids. It's because Barry Bonds is the best hitter of all time.
No, I mean,
That's it. Because I
that's it.
think Barry Bonds is the best hitter of all time. Period. To me, it's period point blank. And I'm someone who hated him when he played. I
Right.
despised Barry Bonds for years. I was
Those last
pissed
10
when
years of his
I thought he
career,
stole pool house MVPs and like
but those last 10
I
years
could
of
not
his
stand him.
career, he would get one pitch to hit a game. He would get
And he would crush
maybe one
it.
pitch, and he would hit it out of the park.
He would crush it.
It's crazy. Those last years where it would be like literally he would see one pitch and he would do what everybody was trying to stop him to do with the one pitch that he saw. It was unreal to watch.
It was unreal. Absolutely. I could not. That's why I'm like, I will always say, the biggest sham of the Hall of Fame is that they don't have Barry Bonds in there. It's absolutely ridiculous. And to me, this is the way I feel about it. I'm like, if you want to talk about steroids and say, oh, this guy was mentioned in a Mitchell report, or he was
Right.
talked to Congress, or there was whatever, put that in the plaque. But he should be
Right.
there.
Right.
Anyway, rant over. Your pick
No,
coming
I'm
up.
with you. No, I'm with you. I agree with everything that you're saying. I heard it on the radio from everybody the whole time it was happening. Man, here I am with a not great pick. Man,
or a great pick.
or I might have to go Bubba Chandler here.
I think there's some really intriguing pieces, offensive and pitching. But I'll go Bubba Chandler. This is what I was talking about. When you got Michael King and Pablo, you already had the studs. Now you opened up to give yourself the option to take the young pitcher later, like Bubba now, if you choose, or you could go back to outfield and
I
grab
just don't
another good
see.
outfield.
I'm a South Freeland guy. Let me see what my
I'm a
evaluation
South
on.
Freelit guy.
I don't see him going much more max usage than 539 though, and my numbers have him for 503. What's my max usage on Chandler? See, my max usage on Chandler is 162, and I have him at 119 in my sheet, and he's still scoring higher. So I got to take Bubba Chandler.
Chandler, Chandler it up. There it is.
Drafted.
Like I said, I think him as the fifth pitcher when you already have four established good
Yep.
veteran starters is the perfect way to draft someone like Bubba Chandler. You know, if you already had, like I have Nolan McLean, if you had Nolan McLean and Trady Savage, maybe you don't
Yes.
also want Bubba Chandler because if you
Yes.
load up on all of them, that's probably not the best idea.
Or like Mizorowski or somebody like that. You
Yeah,
can't
or
have them all on your team.
or Chase Burns, even though it's
Yeah.
sexy to go those names.
Chase Burns is like, I mean, people are so high on Chase Burns. They talk about him like he's not even young. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not a Chase Burns guy. I'm not going to draft a guy who even pitches in that ballpark.
You
So
know,
that,
it's so funny because same with me. I've not drafted him once, and I think he looks amazing. But I'm not. It's the Reds thing. If he wasn't on the Reds, if Chase Burns was on another team, I would feel better about him, plain and simple.
even if he was on the Pirates,
Even if he's on the Pirates, even if he was Bubba Chandler, yeah,
right?
so true.
Let's see. So we're halfway down. Now we're halfway done, man. Let me see. Oh God, it's starting to get dicey.
I have an idea for what I might do here, and I'm just checking. I might take a guy that I have 0 shares of through 35 drafts. 0 shares. And I think this might be the time that I jump in and take the gamble.
Who?
I'm reviewing where he would be if I think he should be able. I mean, there's a chance I could even wait on this guy and get him with like the 15, 16.
I'm so curious.
But ADP, I'll say it here in a minute but ADP wise, he should be gone before it comes back around to me because it's a two teens ADP. But it's from the team we were just talking about, not wanting the pitcher. And so again, I don't have this. I've not drafted him one time, but I'm wondering if this should be the time that I buy back in and hope that last year was just a down year fluke recovering from injury. And maybe this guy just is a stud. I thought he was a stud last year. All right, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Matt McLean. I'm going to take Matt McLean.
Hey, you know, if he's back, then that's a great pick.
Again, it's the first time I've done it. I think he obviously. Why have I not done it? Because he's incredibly risky, and
Yes.
what if he's hurt again? What if he's a batting average drain? All of this, but also,
But if he's hurt again, he's not going to be. Never mind.
But what if he's back healthy? What if he's back healthy? And what if I look back at these drafts and I think, why did I go all of November and December and never take Matt McLean whenever he's going in round 13 to 20? And he's someone who I valued last year as a 4th or 5th round pick.
Didn't he already have that spurt where he did what we're talking about?
Jackson Holiday 23. The end of 23, he was amazing.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, I know he has it in him.
There goes Tovar. Dang it.
Tovar is also a good pick. I had shortstop, so I didn't have to do that. And then right here, I'm taking third base. So my question is, I draft all of these guys. Barger, Paredes, Royce Lewis. I take all of them. I've taken them a good amount.
You said this to me last time. You had the same choice last time we drafted.
And I probably did the same thing. I'm doing it again, Royce Lewis.
I think you did take Royce Lewis, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think so. I just love taking Royce Lewis. And truth be told, Waxman would have probably taken him 2 picks from now anyway, because he loves taking him too. We're both big Royce Lewis drafters. I think I know the way I feel. I'm sure he feels the same way. It's just injuries be damned. Just
this is Gladiator, man. Don't think too much about the injuries. Don't think too much about it.
Just go for I'm just go for the talent. And Royce has that, boy, because I love watching him play. So Wilson Contreras, I love Wilson Contreras with Boston now. I mean, as a Cardinals fan, I'm upset he's gone, but I love him for fantasy in Boston, specifically for points leagues like underdog.
Okay.
Oh man, because he gets
He's
points
gonna
like
rake.
crazy. He
He's gonna rake.
rakes.
Yeah, he's gonna rake. Wilson Contreras.
And I feel good about my speed now too. With McLean, Lindor, Royce Lewis, Tucker, Butler, and Doyle. I don't feel I don't need to go into these last picks like, oh, I
Dying to
have
get
to
the
have,
speed.
yeah, like I have to, oh, this one guy better fall to me. Jose Caballero better fall to me or I'm screwed. You know what I mean? I don't have to have that mindset.
Yeah. I mean, I need a shortstop is what I need. And so
Um,
that's where I'm getting a little bit like, where's my shortstop at?
TDK, my friend, I am going to go run and use the bathroom real quick. I will be back in a minute.
No doubt. Take your time, man. Shota. Shane Boz just got taken, right? So that means that I need to take. Let me see. Shane Boz, Ed Cabrera, Rocky Sasaki, Buvik, Jensen, JT, Colson, Montgomery, Isaac Paredes, Addison Barger. Let me take this Addison Barger right here. Where's his ADP 194, one on pick 201. What do I pick? No, Francisco Alvarez has been taken. Right? So, third baseman, Addison Barger. That is the right pick. Addison Barger. Got it. Okay. Tough picking in these rounds. These are not my best rounds for sure. Let me see. Shota, Francisco Alvarez, Edward Cabrera. Ryan Reynolds. Shane Boz. Addison Barger. Jason Dominguez. Jose Caballero. Minataka Murakami. Dylan Dingler.
All right, I'm back. I
What's up, my
appreciated
friend?
you saying all of the picks as they went there. I could hear all of
Oh,
them.
I was just typing them in. I tell my wife, I only talk to myself when I'm talking on the spreadsheets. Typed them all in there. Yeah, so we got up to Dylan Dingler there and JT Real Mute. There goes that second little catcher run. I guess I
Yep.
thought about retail JT right there. Is like, man, somebody's going to get him and be happy about that. So
He's got to go back to Philly, right? I mean,
I don't think anybody's moved on him yet. And the teams that would have already done that. So
and they've not signed anyone. So
no.
I'm really surprised why it hasn't happened already, to be honest with you.
Oh man, I'm gonna have like not great pick right here. I see the pick that I need to get. Dang. I don't like to be in a place where I need to get a pick, but I feel like this pick is gonna get to me, so I'm not feeling so bad about it. Is that the kind of player I need?
That is the question.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be. Um, Man, very interesting right here. Very interesting. Um, these are like a stutter step, right? These are like you got a stutter step right. There goes your guy, Walsh Varsho. That's got to be above ADP, but that's a good pick. There's Polanco. Geez, here's some good picks right here. Just let me get my pick here and I'll feel better about it. There's Boyd.
One away.
Yeah, let's see, Matthew Boyd. Okay, I'm
Was
gonna get
Sal
that.
was Sal was Sal the one or no?
No,
Okay.
I'm gonna
I
get
didn't think he
nervous.
was.
I'm gonna get nervous right here. I'm gonna have to get nervous. This is picking from the sixth spot right here. Man, I gotta hope for this Otto Lopez 2020 year right here. I think that's my last. I'm not willing to go in on these shortstops that I'm not a Connor Griffith guy. I'm not a Montgomery guy. I'm not any of these other guys. I got enough
I
pitching. Ah, God,
Otto's a great pick. I think Otto's a great pick. So I'm fully on board if that's where you're leaning.
I think that's what I got to do. I want to kind of go with the Jordan Beck route, but I'm not going to do that. I'm gonna go Otto Lopez there.
Yep. Great pick. I think it's a great pick.
Thank you.
the
Thank
the Marlins are a sneaky team. It's like, I don't know. I kind of like some of these like bad sneaky teams for fantasy. Like, again, the Athletics have been that team for me, although they're not that sneaky anymore. But like the
That
Marlins are
sounds.
kind of turning into that to me.
Hey, that's his whole mo as a player. That's what you've gotten out of Otto Lopez, this sneaky guy in a bad team who's kind of like halfway. Is he a compiler or like what is he? You know,
hmm
what kind of player is he? But he's paying off on a bad team. And I
He's
needed a
he's he's
shortstop.
streaky. I do know that he's
That's
streaky.
true.
But for Gladiator, that doesn't matter. You know
Doesn't
what I
matter.
mean? For you don't care about him being streaky. For if you're in a head to head, like in where you're playing weekly, he's a little bit harder to own. I've owned him in those, but his
But then
good
he'll have that
streaks
weekend. He'll have that weekend where he hits 2 home runs and 3 doubles and scores 6 runs,
and three steals,
something like
right?
that. Yeah.
Yeah. See, I don't care to say this, the one that I've been torn on at the end of these a lot. Because again, a lot of times I think too, people that are perennially very high draft picks that just fall to the end of these, I say to myself, they're at the end of these because they have flaws and people are sick of them. And there's reasons why they're down here. But also, you're buying someone at one of their lowest values that they've ever been,
Right.
and with a chance for great return. There's been a change in situation. I'm not saying the name yet because I'm up in three picks, but there's been a change in situation. Um, I think that I know my next pick. But again, we'll wait here. I'm gonna look check catcher two. Okay, I don't have a catcher two. There's three. Honestly, I like all the top three or four catchers just fine. But Carter Jensen is the one that I've drafted the most of in Gladiators. To me, Carter Jensen is this year. If you want to say anyone is this year's anybody, you know what I mean? To me,
Right.
Carter Jensen is this year's Hunter Goodman. I,
Okay.
I was I was into Hunter Goodman in Gladiator season last year. It was one of my actual good picks. I wish it mattered more. I wish I had a team where it really
Where
mattered
it
more.
helped.
But
Yeah.
I took like I want to say it was somewhere around like 10 or more Hunter Goodman teams. I'm gonna actually look it up in a second. It's my pick.
Who's your pick?
Okay. The person I'm talking about is Marcus Simeon.
Oh, change the situation. Everything you said. He
Um,
used to be a second round pick, man.
that's why I'm like, I have been drafting him since he went to the Mets. Before he went to the Mets, I was not drafting him. Um, but I feel like in a way, I feel like it's a sucker pick, but I also feel like it's a great value pick. See, Luis Garcia is sexier. He's way younger. He does very similar
At
things.
bats, at bats, at
I'm
bats.
going Carter Jensen with the first one. That
Oh,
way
I
I
like
lock
that
in
pick.
my catcher two, see what happens with the swing around, put it on this guy.
Well, you got two now. You got two guys you
And
said you would take
I'm
there.
done. Now I'm done at catcher. And again, I'm in. I'm bought in on Carter Jensen. I'm just believing in the power. He doesn't have to play every day. I don't care if he can have 300 to 400 at bats. It's like I said with Smith. If I get 300 to 400 good quality at bats where he's hitting a somewhat good average with power, I will take that as my catcher too all day. Um,
Yeah, I mean,
I've
he's a catcher. He's not gonna hurt you.
He won't hurt you.
He's not hurt you.
Um, I still have not taken my sixth pitcher.
Mm,
I'm just switched over to pitcher to take a look. I will tell you, there is one that jumps out to me
mm.
immediately whenever I go to pitcher, and it's someone who just went Ryan Jeffers. See, good thing I
That
took Jensen just in case. I'm glad I did that.
he probably would have
Um,
taken him.
okay, I'll say it because I don't care. And there's a chance Simeon could even fall all the way back around, even if people hear me talking about it, they may not take him for all the reasons why I said. Merrill Kelly. I think Merrill Kelly is
Huh.
actually a really good pick right here, because I already have a lot of upside. To me, this would be my 1, 2, 3. This is my fourth pitcher. Yeah, I'm going to do it.
That's good
I'm
team
going to do it.
context there too. That's good team context in terms of I think Arizona is really going to play, and in that situation, a pitcher of that. I mean, he's a professional pitcher. He's going to get work and he's going to get wins.
And innings, and you know what I mean, and like you don't always need, again, I'm just talking about, like, I'm fine with less at bats. I'm also fine with pitchers that have less innings. If you're getting a good elite innings, I'm okay with that. You can make up for the wins and stuff at other people. With that being said, Merrill Kelly, he's also old. There's
Right.
that. But he did sign a multi-year deal, and I think that he's as dependable as an arm as you can get
Well,
right here.
well, I almost said with an old guy like Merrill Kelly, and I didn't want to disparage him, but I mean, I guess
Hey,
sometimes
he's younger than me, but
he's way younger than me. But I mean, I think that's give me the old guy who I feel like knows how to wake up on the day he pitches and have his stuff together. I want that.
Yep, exactly. And I feel like that's a good spot there. I'll tell you one thing. That team that I did have that finished second back in the first year of this, which was in 23. Let me make sure. So 23, 24, 25, and this year's 26, the fourth year. Yeah. So in the 23 season, it came down to the last day. By the way, I barely finished second. I almost won this the first year. I mean,
Oh
like
man,
literally swayed. I mean, I have a screenshot of the standings, the overalls. It was crazy. It
hour
was
minute to minute.
Robert Orr was who beat me, and then DiPietro was third. But like, anyway, that last day, on the very last game, I had drafted on my team, Jason. Miles Mikolas was on that team as my last pitcher, and Miles Mikolas actually had his best game of the season
I
on
was
the
like,
last
okay,
day, and
okay.
he had 10 Ks
Oh,
in the
what?
last game. Miles Mikolas had 10 Ks in the last game of 2023. You could look it up. And in that game, I was like refreshing the stuff, and it put me just above, like, for just a second, and then something else happened and I fell just below, and then I was hoping a stat correction would knock me up, and then the game finished. Ryan Helsley got the save, and
Oh,
whatever the point of that save thing switched, like, I knew that was that one thing, because it was the last game of the day to finish. Because
oh,
on the very last day of the season on a
yeah.
Sunday, all the games start at 2 o'clock. Well, this one just happened to be like the last game that finished. If I remember right, I think they were playing the Mets.
I'm gonna get
Um,
my Jordan back.
Boom, awesome, love it. And I'm
I'm
big
gonna,
on Jordan Beck. Great pick, and he does everything. Dude, your team's coming together great. I'm
dude,
telling
gotta.
you,
I'm
this is
telling
an
you,
awesome
man.
team.
Got back to that Jordan Beck. Love it. That's crazy, man. Because you know what got me into the Gladiator is I listened to the podcast that Pietro did
With Orr,
with Orr right after that happened, and I said,
yeah,
"What is this crazy game?" And I was like, "Dang!" And my math brain was like, "Well, this is just a super close set. I mean, there's a lot to baseball, right? But this is the most close set of all the games." Uh,
absolutely.
and so I didn't realize that you were the number two that year.
I listened to that same podcast you're talking about, and the whole time I was listening to it, I was thinking, "Gosh dang it, this should be me talking to him."
Ah, because I was like, these guys are just talking about regular stuff.
Oh, that's what I was thinking the whole time. Like, I wish I was talking to DiPietro right now, but it's all right. I'm not bitter, I promise.
No, and you know what? And at that point, you could tell from that podcast, people should go back and listen to that because it's illustrative and it teaches about the gladiator. And it kind of was like you could get the sense of this is what's going to happen. And there goes Simeon right there.
Yep.
The sense of community of how people are going to play the gladiator kind of set in that podcast. You
You
know,
know, talking about this, I'm very surprised by this. DiPietro has not been in one fast draft that I've done. He's not
I
been in one single fast draft. I'm assuming he's probably just doing slows in Gladiator, and maybe he's only
I
doing a
reached
couple,
out to him.
but
I said, are you drafting Glads this year? Just on the Discord or whatever. And he was like, I'm not doing too many this year because I saw him in one. I think it was a slow actually. I saw him in one in a slow. It must have been his boys got him in it or whatever. But he said he
yeah.
wasn't doing very many this year. And I guess that's kind of the vibe I was getting from him is he's just like kind of not on Gladiator.
Yeah,
Um,
he's moved on to bigger and better things. I get it,
yeah.
but but I miss him being in these. I loved drafting against Rob. I mean, Rob, I respect Rob a lot,
Oh
and
yeah.
I always loved seeing his teams. I always try to pay attention to these guys that I draft against all the time for years. You know what I mean? I try to pay
Right.
attention to what they're doing
Right.
because I want to learn from them just as much as
Right.
I would hope that some of them are looking what I'm doing. You know what I mean? So
Um, and they, I mean, I think even listening to them, like they have a lot of good ideas. Like, but I'm not sure how much that plays in the Gladiator anymore. I think it's changed a little bit from that first year. I
oh
didn't.
gosh, yeah.
I don't know if people are playing it that same way anymore. I think people are not playing for saves this year. I'll tell you that. There goes Adolis Garcia. Oh,
There's so many different ways you can play it, and year by year things change. It's what I love about fantasy baseball, that you can never conquer this game ever.
yeah.
And that's I love it. There's always something to learn, there's always new information, always ways to change strategies. You're up. My bad.
I know. Vientos or Durbin?
Do
Or
you
do I
need the
go?
speed?
I need the speed, but the last dirty power just kind of went. I don't need another arm here.
I mean, here's my thing. I think that Vientos could be a great pick. Don't get me wrong. He also could be a big bust again. That is possible. So it's like
Dalen
if you need the
Durbin's
speed,
on the
that could swing
upside.
it.
I need the batting average. Durbin's on the upside. He's gonna hit higher in that order, is what I'm thinking. I got him.
It's
I would love
probably a better team too, the Brewers. You know what I'm saying?
probably a better team, and even if he not platoons, but gets not all the time, he's still going to be a big part of that team.
I do think Vientos could be a great pick this year. That's very possible. This could, I was just talking about like with Simeon. Vientos is also a great example of a guy who was just being drafted just last year in what, the sixth, seventh round of
Dude,
these,
I took
you know?
Vientos, yeah, as my primary third baseman in a
Eh,
couple of drafts last year.
that's it. I'm looking it up. All right, because I have all of last year's Gladiator numbers here. Okay, let's see. Vientos.
Musgrove. There's that Hassan Kim pick right there. What?
Vientos was going in Gladiator at an ADP of 92 last year.
Wow. Okay, here we're starting to go off the board. Donovan.
Oh, I was going to look at Simeon too earlier, wasn't I? Let's see where he was going last year.
See
Was
where
that
he went. I feel like he had some helium towards the end there. You're up here in like a couple of picks, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you. Keep me. Okay, here we go. So Simeon's ADP was 90. They were right there next to each other. Simeon and Vientos were right at pick 90 last year in Gladiator.
That's a sixth round pick, sixth, seventh round pick.
And now here they are, in 16. This is the end of 17. And I do need a corner. With all this being said, though, I am reviewing. Okay, I have 45 seconds. I'm
Yeah,
reviewing
you're on.
relief pitcher just to see if there's any reliever down lower that I want to take. No one is jumping out to me. And I don't necessarily need another reliever. I could go the remaining starters. Oh, I know who I'm taking. I'm locking in my utility right now. Ivan
Oh, that's your
Herrera.
guy. Hey, what
Yeah,
if
that's my guy.
you mentioned reliever? Would you have gone Riley O'Brien there?
Um, Honestly, no, I've done it. Again, let me see. I want to say 2 or 3 times. So I have mixed them in, but I don't. I don't have a lot of faith. So my buddy
Okay.
Brock, who's in this draft with me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've taken him 5. So 5 of 35. So I mean, that's decent. I have taken him a few times, but they've been late and just again, I've been mixing up relievers. With that said, my buddy Brock, who's in this, I trust what he says a lot when he has strong opinions on guys. He
Okay.
does great research. He's really smart, and
Okay.
he swears up and down that Matt Swanson, you know who I'm talking
Okay.
about for the Cardinals? It's
No, not on him.
SVANSON.
Okay.
Swanson.
Bonson.
He swears up and down that he will be the guy, or at least that he will be better than O'Brien. It could be someone else, but he just thinks that.
Who
And
you're on right now, brother?
I have a lot of faith in that. With that said, I've not been drafting him either. I mostly try to stay away from guys here, just like random relievers here. Tanner Scott, who you talked about, that's a pretty good one here. If I did want to take a third, it would have been Ronnie Henriquez. Obviously, that one's done and gone now. I could take the Connor Griffin swing, and I mean, this is pick 257. It's been a fall from what he's been going in recent Gladiators. Yeah, why not? I'll take the Connor Griffin
There you
swing.
go. There
Why
you go.
not?
There's some
Let's do it.
upside.
Let's do it.
How
We're
many at
shooting for
bats?
the win here.
How many at bats?
If I would love if he came up by mid-May, like Kurtz last year.
Okay.
So how many did Kurtz have? 450, 500?
Did he get to 500?
I don't think so. I was thinking 450. I can look it up.
Luis Arias. Everybody
You're doing
knows
your spreadsheet.
Everybody knows I like Luis Arias there.
Kurtz had 420. 420 is where he was at. So again, that's about 400. So if I could get 400 at bats, that would be incredible, because that could be 15 homers with 35 steals from the middle infield there. That could be great. Also, what if he doesn't come up till August or September, or he doesn't come up at all? That's a possibility.
And that's why that's not my gladiator blood to do it.
It's kind of a anti-gladiator pick. It's
but those
for me.
Are the picks that are going to win the league.
It's a pick that win the league. It also could help me win the overall. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. That's the thing. If this team happens to be a team that is there at the end, I mentioned it earlier, a pick that can add the extra juice. He could be that. Of course, he could be nothing. All right, you are up, my friend.
Let me see who I get here.
What position?
I'm going to go Mark Vientos.
Okay, yeah, this is a good fall. Kowser's good fall here, too. I didn't know if you needed outfield, but Vientos
I got 4 outfielders. So I'm going to go Vientos here. I don't have any Kowser yet, though.
I like Kowser, too, but I like them both.
I got more faith in the production coming out of Vientos.
There you go. And you got more options. You're going to have more options at outfield, too. Yeah. So,
and that's what we did that's what happened the last draft we were in. I got Vientos and Caleb Durbin back to back.
Oh, really? That's funny. You got him in this. That's hilarious. I didn't realize that.
I'm down for that. If you give me the choice and you give me the option to get both, I'll take both.
Mm-hmm. And dang it. See, my brain's not on that yet with the Ronnie Henriquez. Okay. My brain's not on Calvin Faucher because I've been fading him this whole time, so I've not even been looking at him. So whenever I just took the Connor Griffin and I said, "Oh, there's not a reliever that I see," if I would have like starred him or been thinking about him, I would have taken Calvin Faucher there because that could have been a good third closer that could give me 20 plus saves. Dang it.
That's the void theory right there. That's something's happening behind me. I guess that is super knowledge, man. Super lesson. Dang, you're right. Carlos Correa.
Oh, well, it is what it is. That one stings because I actually do think he could be pretty good now that Henriquez is out.
Who is that?
Let me go look at their bullpen.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's something. What's the action? What's the third guy in there now that Henriquez is out?
All right, let's see what we got. Um, yeah, see, Anthony Bender, they got nothing.
They got nothing.
Anthony Bender is it. Other than that, Tyler Phillips, Cade Gibson, it's nothing. They're not going to make Jansen Junk the closer. That ain't
Didn't Tyler
happening.
Phillips get some saves last year though? Like he's nothing,
Um,
but I
I
think he
don't.
got.
Let me see. My gut says no, but let me see. He got 4. So yeah, there was a period of time where he got a few. Yeah, he had 4. So yeah, I mean, I guess that Tyler Phillips is that. See, that's one that completely he's not on my radar. So I haven't looked him up.
No.
He's not on any of my lists. So
Let me see. So I need outfielder, 2 pitchers, mid infielder, and catcher. So I need anything here.
yeah, whatever you're. Oh, the board is open.
No Enriquez. There's Noah Cameron. I don't. What's my over on him? I'm not going. I'm not going him. His max usage is low.
So you did mention second catcher as one of them. I at least want to point out, if there's one guy in particular that you do want, this is the perfect time to take it. If there's not anyone that you want and you're fine with just whatever, then I say just push it to the end.
There is a guy that I want, and I'm going to take him. I'm going to take him right here.
There you go. You're up now. So if there's a guy you want, take him right here.
Oh, God, because they took Casey Mize out from in front of me. I can't take Jung Ho Lee. 265 is what I'm showing his player rater. I'm going to take Carlos Narvaez. I'm going to take. No, I'm going to take Lenny Sosa. That's who I'm going to take because that's my mid infielder.
Real quick before you do it, Minataki or Murakami, that signing
Yep.
could theoretically cut into his playing time.
Yeah, I'm going to take Narvaez because I want to have the catcher done. I want to take Narvaez, short porch.
I just wanted to make sure that I said that because hey, who knows? Maybe Sosa will be fine and still get a lot of at bats and be good. But at least it's just worth noting.
No,
I
that's
think
right.
Narvaez is a good pick.
Yeah, no, but you're right about that. I don't. Does that guy play the field?
Murakami, yeah, he's got to play first. That's the
Okay.
thing. He just lost his first base job because he
Okay.
was the projected first baseman. And let me pull up. I think Mydroth is the second baseman. Let me pull up real quick. White Sox. Yeah, because Colson Montgomery. Yeah, Colson
Right.
Montgomery's locked and loaded at short. So and yeah, I mean, and Chase Meadroth, he's good. So like right now on roster resource, they've got Lennon Sosa as part of a platoon on the bench.
That's what I'm saying. He's back. He's back. He's back to doing what he does best, coming off the bench and having a little pop.
Yeah, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's not good for Gladiator though.
That's not. I mean, that's not even really good for anything because he's on the White Sox.
Yeah, right. Yes. That's good for no one.
I mean, in your deep daily, where if he's going to be eligible at first and second, I guess that is CIMI. There goes Joey Cantillo.
I think that if you just stay away from someone like Sosa, just in general, you're best. I'm going to go double check, make sure I'm not lying to myself. Yeah, 0 shares. I just want to make sure. Yeah, I've not drafted him once.
Yeah,
I
he's
just
one of
don't
those
ever
guys
look
where
that
you're
way.
like, he was a Swiss Army knife for me, and I got so much value, and it's not going to happen the second year.
Yeah.
It never happens for your Luis Rengifo, your Lennon Sosa, your Willie Castro. That second year never follows on like that first year.
Okay, so here's where I'm sitting. I'm sitting, Jason, needing 2 pitchers.
Okay.
And a middle and my outfield 5. I feel confident that I can take one pitcher and push a pitcher, or I could push both pitchers. One thing I know I won't do is go pitcher. Because there's no one that jumps out. That's why. Troy Melton kind of does, but he doesn't have any sort of job guaranteed. We were just talking about the White Sox. Shane Smith, I think, is interesting, but it's the White Sox. I don't trust Quinn Priester. Ooh, Reese Olson. That's a pretty good pick.
Did you just get Reese Olson?
I've not clicked the name yet, but I'm looking to see if there's anyone else.
He is a good pick.
I'm doing it. Doing it. Reese Olson. That's it. It's done.
If you're going arm there, you might not find a better arm and better end of the year arm there.
Let's see here. Do I have him? That's my first share of him. So see, that's also someone that I typically don't take a lot of. He is, well, let me go look at his injury status. He did end the year hurt. 2026.
I have him.
injury
I'm holding on. I'm high on Reese Olson.
status.
What do they have for innings?
Recovering
140?
from a right shoulder strain that ended 25. He's on track for spring training, having started a throwing progression in December, cleared for full activity with no surgery needed. Okay, yeah, we're in good spot. We're fine.
Yeah, they shut him down to kind of like strengthen him and have him for all of next year. They knew they weren't going to use him in the playoffs. They kind of like, all right, you're coming up here soon.
Yeah, I'm going to push pitcher. I'm going to either outfield 5 or my middle infield.
Garrett Cole just went off the board. I need to make some moves here. Gosh, I need 2 pitchers, a middle infielder, and an outfielder. It's not bad. I can do that.
So I'm looking at right now without, of course, having projections in front of me. If you could real quick, just actually help me out. I got a few seconds from your projections. What does it say that I need, power or speed? Because I think the answer is power. I just was wondering if your projections kind of agree with that.
I'll put it in there right now. It's calculating it up. You're even. Those are bad. If you need one more, you need power a little bit more than you need speed.
Oh my gosh. And I had Stanton in my mind. I just realized he just went the pick before me. Oh, that stings. Okay, hold on. Oh, I got to quickly reevaluate because I was just trying to decide Stanton or a middle infielder, but now Stanton's gone. Okay, I'm going to push outfield. I was just talking about Chase Mydroth. That wouldn't be terrible.
No.
I could take JJ Weatherholt and have both. I don't want to both Connor Griffin and JJ Weatherholt. I'm going to chase Meadroth. What? Oh, it said you need a corner infield outfielder pitcher. He has second. Oh my gosh, I need a corner infield, not a middle infield. I'm an idiot. Dang it.
Man.
So I got Will Vest as my last pitcher instead. Dang it. I literally clicked Meadroth's name. I ran it all the way down to 2 seconds.
I'm checking my NFBC sets right now.
That stings. That's a rookie move right there. Gosh dang it. I just clicked over to corner infield. Yeah, I could have taken any of them. Oh well. Things happen. Will Vest isn't terrible. You know what? Will Vest isn't terrible. What if Kenley gets hurt?
Will Vest isn't terrible. Kenley's old.
Will Vest could run into 5 to 8 saves, even if everyone in front of him stays healthy.
This is your team right here. I got you right in the middle on all the hitting. The thing I'm showing you the most behind on is average and RBIs. I got your pitching good. That saves. It just puts you in top. So that actually helped your pitching somewhat. Your ratios look pretty even. You're 6th in pitching right now, and you're 9th in hitting. So
okay. So basically, yeah, I just need to look at adding basically the best 2 hitters I can, period, more or less is what it sounds like. I don't need to focus on any specific category.
No, but I guess if it was me, I would not take a average hit there to do anything. I would not sell out my average at that point to make any adjustments.
Average is so fluky. It just is. It's so fluky year to year from guys. But with that said, I think I have 2 people starred at outfield that I hope could make it back around. That should be good average. Even though, yeah, ultimately, I guess who knows. But I got a couple guys starred. All right. Getting ready to come back to you. What are you looking at here, bud?
I am going to try to look for that last outfielder. Where am I at right now? Who can I get? Oh, let me show me my sheet. So I'm showing that I should still take Castellanos. What do I need? What do I need here? Outfielder or mid infielder? I should take Andres Gimenez here. No, probably not Gimenez. I need arm. I should maybe take Troy Melton. No, that's not the right pick. Shane Smith is actually the right pick here. I think. Let me see. Where am I showing him? I'm showing him as a 286. I need an arm, and then
Am
we
I
got
an
another arm.
idiot or is he gone? He's gone. He just went
Oh,
2 picks
dang,
before.
dang. So then I gotta take.
15 seconds.
I gotta take Jimenez again. I'm
Do
taking
it.
Andres Jimenez. That's what
Do
I'm
it.
gonna take.
Yep.
A little
I think.
tilted there. Dylan
Mhm.
Beavers and Shane Smith both off the board. Those are guys I would have taken. Dang. It's getting tough here, Spencer. It's
I
getting tough.
know. I know. These are fun but tough rounds.
Miguel. Let me see. Miguel Vargas. Shane Smith. Oh, man. I wanted that Shane Smith. That got away from me. Shane Smith. Dylan Beavers. Those are guys I would have
Well, it's the same reason why I just said why I didn't take him. I mean, I thought Shane Smith he really impressed me last year, but ultimately, I don't know. The White Sox are improved. Maybe I'm talking to myself. Maybe I should just buy in. I just traditionally, I mean, I've thought, obviously, I've had such a low opinion of the White Sox pitching in particular for the last multiple
Right,
years that
right.
it's like hard for me to put in my mind, like, oh, maybe I might want one.
Well, you can't kind of see the scenario where it would work out. You know what I'm
I
saying?
know.
You're like,
I know. But
we've
he
all
was
seen those pitchers who get like 15 wins on a bad team, but it's just so hard to figure that out.
he was good last year. And he was a Rule 5 pick. I don't know if you knew that. Did you know that? Like he had to
No,
stay up on their team last year.
I didn't know that. And those are things I
Hmm.
should know. Those are the things that the more experienced players are getting me on.
Well, that's just. I mean, it's not like that really matters, but it kind of could have mattered last year, right? Because if you knew that and you had any faith in the guy, it gave you more of a reason to stick with him, knowing that he wasn't going to be demoted.
Or if he was demoted, another team would pick him up.
Well, right, yeah, whoever had him before, which I think was the Brewers. Let me go look that up. I think it was the Brewers.
Oh man. I'm gonna have to
Shane
do
Smith.
something.
Yeah, it was. It was the Brewers. So that's who he would have gone back to. Like the Brewers would have needed him. I mean, my goodness. Actually, they would have probably loved that, to be honest. Especially last year with because they did pick up guys like Eric Fetty at the end.
Oh, the Brewers were rolling. They were on fumes there at the end, man, with those
Yeah, they
arms.
could have used Shane Smith. They would have probably
Yeah.
wished he would have come back.
I do not have any good picks coming up to me here. Those goes Logan Henderson, Bailey Ober. Dang, I would have taken those guys. Bailey Ober. Logan Henderson, Bailey Ober. Okay. I need arms. I need innings. How many innings does my team have? This is something I should think about. 913 innings. So I need 200 innings. Do I take? Boy, Spencer,
200
this,
inning potential.
I just need.
Brian Balo.
No, I need
Um,
two. I need two pitchers. I get two pitchers for this
oh,
200.
okay. I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah,
sorry. I
yeah.
thought you had one spot left.
No, I'm gonna go for some crazy. I'm not gonna draft Jameson Tyon. I'm not dumb. I want to. I have before. I don't even know where this guy would play in this rotation. What is this projection? They have him max usage 129. This is a guy. Oh, there goes Sanga. I would have taken Sanga. There goes Matt Wallner, Early Clement. Damn it. Lenny Sosa. Dang it. Now I'm on the clock, and I do not have a good pick here. I think I got to take a non-pitcher pitcher on a good team and just go with the guy my sheet is telling me is value here. And it's probably all wrong, but I see 120 good innings and chances at wins. And
Who dat?
then ratio that's not going to hurt me. Troy Melton.
Go
Troy
for it. Yeah.
Troy Melton. That I
I
think that's the
mentioned, yeah, I mentioned him earlier. I mean, he's really good. Again, why did I not take him? He doesn't have anything guaranteed.
right.
So you're not promised even a job in the bigs. That's the downside. But he's going to come up at some point, right?
He's
Something's going to
gonna
happen. They're not going to just stay healthy and they're not going to not bring him up. It's just a matter of when, not if.
and it's I had his they had him for more innings than I had. So when I went back and I saw basically what other people were saying about him in this last month, they're giving him more innings than I was with my projection that would have capped a guy like that. So that being said, I guess that's what pushed me on it, is because if I would have thought he was going to give me 108 innings like my projection said, I would have been a lot less likely to do that. But they're talking about 138 on their projection, which I know is high, but I don't know.
Well, I just went and looked something up here. Um, the right now the fifth starter on roster resource for Detroit is a guy named Drew Anderson, who apparently just signed from the KBO, and that one, even me with my listening to podcasts like crazy, my every single day working on spreadsheets, looking at things, looking at news,
Yeah.
I still have not heard of Drew Anderson. That name completely has escaped me, so I don't know him at all. But certainly Troy Melton can beat out that guy, right? Come on.
Well,
I I would
it's like
hope.
you're saying, certainly it's going to take 12 arms to compete
Yeah, they're
in the
not
American
gonna
League Central.
Flaherty won't pitch the whole season,
Yeah.
probably. Obviously, we've already seen Casey Mize and Reese Olson have their injury issues.
Let's see. So you're closing out on 1, 2, 3. Let's
Yeah.
see.
I have my final pitcher starred.
Okay.
And I have two. So if one goes, I have a backup plan. It's for the last round. It's not for this round. This round, I'm going back to back hitters. Okay. So, we talked about needing batting average.
Yes.
Um, what do you think? You could help me with this one. What do you think between Harrison Bader or Dominic Canzone?
Oh, man. Let me
I'm
see.
leaning Canzone, but
I think
what do you think? Just do you have any thoughts on it? But I'm leaning Canzone.
I guess I would lean Canzone as well. Um, I'm not a hater guy. I'm not a baiter guy. I think Canzone's going to have more at bats in this 350 I got him for. I think he's going to. I don't know. Tough
I'm gonna
call.
do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get Canzone. Let me go
Yeah.
look up real quick. I know roster resource at this time of year really doesn't mean anything, but it's
Yeah.
a good reference point. It shows right now they have him in a split in a platoon, but they have him batting fifth. So they have
Right.
Seattle's lineup as Arozarena, Cal Raleigh, Julio, Naylor, then Canzone. That's a prime spot to knock in runs.
I have him as the poor man's Trevor Larnach when I think of him. He's going to play when he has a chance to produce, and he's going to be in a line better lineup than Trevor Larnach. So yeah, I mean, I go Canzone there. Bader's just like,
Now I'm coming back around here to my corner infield.
yeah,
Um, I want to play the same game with you.
huh.
So let me see who I'm going to do it between, because I know one for sure. For sure. You were talking up Colt Keith to me last time.
Cold Keith,
Uh, um,
McKinstry.
there's McKinstry. That's not it though. Um, there's there's a guy here who I want to go double check. I want to double check roster resource, make sure that after the signing that happened today, he's still projected to be an everyday player.
Brooks
And
Lee.
he's not. They have him now projected in a platoon. No, Spencer Horwitz,
Oh, he's a good pick if he fits your
like
team, but that
my
sucks about the
namesake.
platoon.
Um, I'm double checking corner infield options. I think it's gonna be Horwitz. I've taken him a couple times. I like him. Let's see. Connor Norby, I don't that
No.
could be, but I don't trust him. I've already taken McKinstry. I don't want to overdraft him. I don't believe I'm just not in on Andrew Vaughn, Colt, Keith Brooksley. I think I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go Horowitz. I'm doing it. There it is.
Yeah, I show him as a slight bump in projections. Whatever projections you're showing, I would show him with maybe like a 10% bump to that. And
It's
I do think he's a good fit. I think he's one of those guys you can be like, I'm going to take Spencer Horwitz here, if not if I get in a pinch, but almost like intentionally.
it's one of those. I think he could theoretically be a good glue piece if my other guys stay healthy, and if Connor Griffin actually hits, and that helps this team, then I'm gonna visually like to see like the Horowitz, Connor Griffin guys in my corner middle next to each other. Like that's gonna be
Oh yeah.
fun to see.
Oh yeah.
Or this is a team that I never look at again because it's in last place and it is what it is. So it just goes into the vault of previous teams that didn't work.
We all have plenty of those.
Plenty of those.
And I am on the clock right now.
All right.
Let me see. I need an outfielder or a pitcher. Oh, do I take Beta?
Well, I was just thinking about it. I mean, I'm surprised he's not signed yet, to be honest, because I thought that the Phillies were going to re-sign him, and they haven't. And
Or
now
Chase
I don't
the
know.
Lauder. Chase the
Hey,
Lauder. Or
injury
Beta.
be damned. Go the Chase the Lauder upside. I mean, obviously, history says he's going to be hurt in spring training, but he also could be really good. It's not very often that a guy makes his major league debut in the playoffs, and they chose to play him in the playoffs for his major league debut.
And that's why I've already drafted him, and that's why I'm drafting him today. Thank you for reminding me of that tidbit about why I personally like Chase the Lauder.
Yeah. I don't know if this is true or not. I'm not going to look this up, but off my memory, can you tell me the last player to make his major league debut in the playoffs?
I can't. And I remember
it was about a decade ago. I'll tell you that. Just give you a reference point. Right about 2015 or 16. It was one of those 2 years.
Was it one of the Kansas City Royals?
Yes.
It was. Dang it. Who was it? I can't put the name out of my head.
I'm going to tell you what his name was at the time whenever he got called up. Raul Mondesi Jr.
Oh, let's go.
I'm assuming that this is true. There's been no one since that. I'll Google it right now. Before Chase DeLauder, who was the last player to make debut in playoffs?
There goes Tyon.
Okay. So 2020,
it was
there was 3 people in 2020. That shouldn't count because of the COVID season.
Yeah, that's a different weird one.
So if you don't count 2020, then I was right.
Sick. Well,
just real quick. In 2020, though, this is interesting. Shane McClanahan, Ryan Weathers, and Alex Kirilloff all made their major league debuts in the postseason of 2020.
Ryan Weathers, who I might draft here in the 23rd round.
This is a good spot for Ryan Weathers. Hey, maybe this is a sign.
Or is it Braxton Ashcraft?
Hey, I like him too. Have
not
he's one of my
drafted a starting pitcher this late all year, my friend, and I think I'm going to get somebody not so bad.
You are.
Jordan, Zebby Matthews, Jordan Walker. Let's see, Zebby Matthews. Jordan Walker.
Man, I just saw in round 20. You remember whenever I made it's almost your pick, but remember when I made the whole thing about how, I miss Calvin Faucher? There was another one even later who is a closer and probably, based off what the team did last year, probably will keep the job. And that's Robert Garcia.
Victor Vodnik.
Well, there's Vodnik too. Okay, there was 2.
I'm already in on Vodnik.
Robert Garcia, and you took him in the last draft. I just saw Sarah Sanchez took him in round 20. You took him last time. You took Vodnik in our last one we did together too. You took both of them.
People are talking good about Braxton Ashcraft. I'm going to be talking good about Braxton Ashcraft. I'm taking him.
I took Braxton Ashcraft on my very first Gladiator draft of this season back on
Nice,
November or whatever it was, and I
nice.
think I've taken him 6 or 7 times. So I'm on board.
That's a 23rd round pitcher. I cannot hate on that.
I took him in round 22 of the first draft, and I took him in the second draft and the third. I took him in the first 3 Gladiator drafts that I did.
This is the latest I've taken some of these starting pitchers. Woo, that's getting crazy for me. All right.
All right. So I am going with a young electric arm. Whoever I get, I've got 2 guys starred. Um, I say electric. I guess one of them is for sure. The other one, I don't know that he's electric as much as he just is good. I wonder. Let's see. Average fastball speed.
Oh, those are the stuff I need to put in my spreadsheets. That little
I'm not going to say the name yet of who I'm looking at because I still got a few picks, but I'll tell you here in a minute.
Okay. Yeah, get your last pick, man. Keep that one close to the vest. Get that guy.
And again, what I'm doing here, it's not necessarily a smart Gladiator pick. It's because I'm looking at this team that I have, and again, this team that I've drafted tonight, it might not do anything, but it's got a lot of super interesting pieces like Matt McClain and Royce Lewis and Connor Griffin,
Dude,
etc.
Matt McClain and Connor Griffith on a team. If that hits, man,
It's like if it hits this, that's why. So what I'm about to take is a pitcher that might be nothing at all, but might hit big. And there's 2 of them. One of them I feel more than the other. Okay, now they're both there, and I can talk. Let me just take him. I've already drafted this guy multiple times. Robbie Snelling.
Good pick.
One of the best pitchers in the minors last year, and I was kind of, because I'm a baseball card guy. Robbie Snelling, he was like a rookie in like the 2020 2021 time frame. Whenever we were breaking a lot of cards, we pulled a lot of his. He was on the Padres. We pulled a lot of his cards, me and my buddy, when we were breaking cards back then. And so like I just kind of always have had kind of an eye out for him. And then last year he popped in the minors. This year I'm buying in.
That's those other reasons, man. I say it before. Give yourself a reason to draft a guy, a real reason. Like
the other one in my queue was Luis Morales. Have you the A? You know him, right?
Yeah, yeah. I don't think I've been to a game. I don't think I've seen him. But let me see. Where are you at? Where are you at? You're 14. Okay, I'm showing
14.
myself. Okay, I'm showing myself here, finishing in 5th. With 1,100 innings, almost 1,200 strikeouts, and just bad power. Bad power. Let me see where you're at here with 14, sir. Bad power. Couldn't get any power back in that team. Boy, that was a bad showing there. You're sitting in total rank 13 with good hitting across. See, you got that upside hitting.
It's upside hitting. Yeah. It's upside pitching too. That again could have been ruined by the Will Vest. I mean, honestly, there's a chance that Reese Olson, Will Vest swing picks could have just completely ruined this team. And in my mind, I could have done 2 other, like let's say I went Stanton and Robert Garcia instead of Reese Olson and Vest, and then instead of taking Canzone, I would have been able to take another pitcher there. You see what I mean? Like if I could go back, that swing could have ruined me, and it was 19 and 20. It also might help, it might not matter. Who knows? But I immediately look at my team like that's theoretically my biggest regret.
You're talking about right here where that guy got Stanton.
Yeah, so if I would have taken Stanton first there and not let him get him on the swing, then I could have still gone with whatever pitcher if it would have been Reese Olson. But if I would have had my eye on Robert Garcia, who went a few picks later, that would have been.
But if
it is what it is.
If he takes Reese Olson there, though, you get a significantly less pitcher. And I guess that might have been what you were thinking there.
Well, but you say that, but then go down to where I took Canzone. The pick after I took Canzone, you see that in the round 21,
Yeah.
Cody Ponce, Grayson Rodriguez, then Dustin May, Mitch Keller, Justin Steele. Honestly, not with maybe Justin Steele not being the case because I don't know about the injury, but honestly, May, Keller,
Maybe. Yeah.
like it's possible that they're better than Reese Olson. I don't know because Reese Olson, I don't know that I'm not sold on him. Okay, but still, nonetheless, it's a good potential ERA and WHIP play in my mind. Reese
Yes.
Olson,
That's
you know,
exactly where I'm at with it. Um, Here is my new league rankings page. Um,
nice.
so this
Where's
isn't
tell
you
me
are
team 9.
team 9. I have them in ninth.
What
I
about team
have
12?
team 12, got them in 12th.
What about team 11?
11 got them in second. Team 11 got them in second. This
That
shows
was
also, and he's got a 7-2 build to get there.
Well, I was going to say what the reason why I asked about 11. He went to closers. Well, closers, Kenley and Uribe. They should be right, but he
Right.
went 2 of them in the top 10. Did not take a starting pitcher in the top 10 at all. Waited till Luis Castillo in round 11, and then built his starting pitchers beneath from there. But as a result, it's a very intriguing
Hey,
hitting
that's the
group.
that's the one where I commented, where's he going to get those outfielders from? And it looks like he succeeded in that. I mean, if you give Cedric Mullins a shade more than platooning, maybe give him 450 at bats. I mean, he snatched up Hap, Frelick, Mullins, and Nemo in the middle of getting those 4 pitchers, Castillo, Emignata. I'm not sure about Aaron Nola and Zach Gallen, who are the pitchers he kind of needed to get in there. So that could be a really good team.
It could be the Hap and Nemo. I find very interesting, both of them together. Um, I think of those two guys like right back to back in my mind. I
Yeah.
just picture them in any rankings I make as right there. Um,
And he snuck
so that's
Luis
interesting.
Castillo between those guys. So, that's a nice way. He must have thought that out. He must have said, hey, I'm going to take these relievers and just go here on the end of the pitching. He
Have
had
you
these
draft?
three, he had these
Have you
three
drafted
pitchers at the
Luis?
end. What's that?
Have you drafted Luis
I
Castillo?
have. I have Castillo. Yeah, I have shares.
See,
Let me
I have
see.
not. I have not. I'm wondering if I'll regret that. I see. I'm just he's sort of one of those guys I'm just sort of burnt out on, and I just don't think he's that great anymore.
I
But I
got
could
I
be
got
I could be wrong.
I got 3 shares and I'm taking him at 154, which seems to be right on ADP. So I guess I'm seeing Castillo as upside old man on a good team who I guess I'm counting on the innings to give me the Ks.
Mhm.
Um, and I guess what did I say I was taking him at? Here we go right here, Luis Castillo, 154. So that's right where he got taken by your homie on team 11, right? Where did he take him at? He
Um,
took Castillo at 161. So he felt the same. He's feeling about the same. I think he feels great at getting him at 161 there.
yeah. Oh, this isn't my buddy. This is just a guy. I don't know
Just the
who
guy
Team
you're
11
observing.
is, but
Yeah.
still, point is, yeah. So my thing with Luis Castillo versus the people who go after him, this is why I'm not. It's because of this. Because like I was just saying, my mind is thinking like I want to have a team that's back in the top. Like I told you, I desperately want to get back into the top 10. So
Right.
I've been looking at Savage, Bieber, Ranger Suarez, Trevor Rogers, Cade Horton, Bubba Chandler,
Those kind of
all of those
strikeouts.
guys
Those kind of Ks. Yeah.
instead of Castillo, but Castillo is, I think, for sure, I would say almost for sure, the better like quality pick there.
That's
It's
all those
just
guys that you
I don't think
say,
he has any upside.
and that you're exactly right. And when I draft him, they're 10, 11. I think there's no upside here. But if I get this, I'm feeling good about it. So,
So it's
and
just what
that's,
you want. It's just what you want for your feeling of your team in that spot.
yeah. Here's another metric that I put up is hitter value over pitcher value. Let me see, 14. So I show that you invested a little bit more in pitchers. Anything below 1 would be pitchers. So you're at a not a 0.98. So you would less invested a little bit more in pitchers.
5 of my first 9 rounds. So yeah,
So
that's mhm.
so that's where that value comes from. And I invested, it's looking like I invested a lot more in pitcher. I'm at a 0.80. So that puts me,
You're 6 of your first 11 and 7 of your first 13. So yeah.
yeah, and it grades like it grades it not on round, it grades it by pick value. So around, we are significantly apart, 8 picks apart. So that's a much, yeah, when you pick a first round pitcher, it's gonna pull you for sure. And that second round, that third round Logan Gilbert, gotta love that. Some people have him as a SP4.
Yeah,
I
to
think
me that's too high, but I get it. I made my rankings, and I'll tell you just where he is for me. He's 13.
he's
Uh, He
13.
he could be he don't get me wrong. Okay, here's who I have above him. That's below him
Dragons,
from our
Woo,
draft. DeGrom, Sale, Woo, Hunter Green, Logan
Dragons.
Webb. I don't let me go pull up my list real quick. I don't know if I have Reagan's above him. One
Those are
second.
you just named the guys you would have above him.
I
Um,
think that's it. Yeah, no, not Reagan's is below him. So yeah, I have Gilbert just kicking off for me. It's what's my like tier 2, and like
okay,
my tier 1 is 12, and I split it into 2, so it's like tier 1A and tier 1B.
got you.
So like tier 1A, the top 6 for me: Scooble, Skeens, Crochet, Yamamoto, Sale, Degrom.
Okay,
I'm saying old guys and injuries be damned.
right.
I truly believe that Sale and DeGrom are the next 2 best pitchers. So
Well,
I'm
say
just
that about Sale.
drafting them.
Sale for sure. DeGrom's burned me too many times. I can't. I just bad taste in my mouth. But I think you're totally right
Get
about
it.
Sale.
Get it completely. Hunter Brown, Christopher Sanchez, to me, swap them either way. I don't care. I love them both. I believe in both of them. Um,
Right.
Webb, Woo, Hunter Green. Here's the thing. I have Max Fried and then Logan Gilbert. In closer as we've talking it out and as I've done more drafts, I made these, by the way, I made my rankings for pitching. Like I think it was the second week of November.
Okay.
I'm actually now thinking maybe I should move Gilbert up and move Max Fried down, because I would draft Gilbert before Max Fried. I
I
would.
I I mean, everybody you said right there, they're right on the cusp with me with Gilbert. They're right. All those guys you mentioned, all of these guys that got taken right around him, like Webb, Brown, Sanchez, Yamamoto's in a different class. DeGrom's a little bit higher as well. Sale, but everybody else, Wu, Ragans, Green, even. I guess I just feel like Gilbert's going to give it to me this year. That's just a vibe thing, but maybe it's a team
Gilbert,
thing.
I'll tell you this: Green is an upside play,
Yeah,
right? He is more electric and his stuff is better, but it's the Reds. We were just talking about the Reds. Do you really want the Reds? So I get it. Logan Webb and Woo, honestly, I think Gilbert probably is better than both of them, but I have a lot. I personally, right now, have a more dependability factor in my mind of
right,
like, I believe that Woo and Webb are like quality start machines that every game are going 6+ innings, gonna have good enough Ks, gonna be good at ERA and WHIP, or at least not hurt you, I should
right.
say. Yeah.
But yeah, definitely
Again,
Webb.
that's why I have them just below above Gilbert. But Freed, I think I should swap that. I think Gilbert should be above Freed.
Well, you got a couple more. What do you got? 3 more to draft?
3 more to
4?
draft.
3 more to
And
draft.
my rankings, it's just I don't draft by rankings. You know what I
Right.
mean? It's just for my own mental
Yeah,
how I like,
I'm in this zone. Which way do I want to go with my team if I draft
exactly.
Gilbert? Yeah, yeah.
I mix it up. I don't ever stick by any. And most of the time, more than anything, you have to draft based off ADP because that's what everyone's looking at.
And
So,
that's because people are gonna scoop that up and do that.
mhm.
So I think that Horowitz pick is gonna be a good pick. He's
I
gonna get
hope
more. And Canzone, all the guys you picked at the end, these guys, Herrera, Griffin, Canzone, and Horowitz, they're all gonna have closer to 500 at bats. 450. they're gonna have the at bats you need.
I hope. And it's again, at least with Griffin. I mean, that's a few of them. It's upside plays.
Right.
Uh, they don't work. They don't work. Again, I don't sweat it. If my team doesn't win, I don't sweat it. I mean, again, I just move on. I draft so many of these, and the majority of them don't work for one
Right.
reason or
Right.
another.
Right.
But I'm trying to have myself, I'm always trying to beat what I did the year prior.
It's
last
gonna.
year last year for me, I better beat it in my mind. I'm like, I better beat what I did last year. I only won one, but I had 6 second places, and
I
that
won.
stings. That hurts so much.
I won one. It was my second year in. I won one. I didn't do as good as I did the year before. I think I had something that finished in the 50s the year before. Last year, I think I had one finished in like 108 or something. So it was a little disappointing. But it is just such a crapshoot. I think I've cast a wider net this year. Um, and I think the game is a little bit more understandable. But I am interested in like tracking these leagues throughout the year. I want to
Yeah.
get a compilation of all the leagues, and then there would be a way to show like, well, this team, man, it's looking like my man Connor Griffin, they getting pulled up. So all these top 100 teams that have Connor Griffith, boy, that sucks for them, and be able to highlight that, something like that.
I would love to hear you, anyone, but I'd love to hear you talk about that during the year. I would love that. That would be amazing. Because for me, I'm ever only just looking at things from my own, on my own. And nobody is out there talking about Gladiator during the year.
Well, I mean, I don't know if you see right now, but I've got this is all last year's Gladiator.
That's
And I
awesome.
and I see you right here. Look I got you. You're in red right here. I'm looking at your teams. I'm clicking
Yep.
on these teams to figure out what's going on, and to see where my valuations come out. But I think there will be a way to keep do a little bit of Gladiator content. Everybody drafts a Gladiator, man, and everybody wants to know. Oh, Spencer Horowitz got called up. I'm gonna, man, bank me for another 10 homers after the All-Star break or whatever. So great draft, man.
God,
Great draft.
I hope he doesn't get called up. I hope that he's up from the get go.
Right, right. You know what I'm saying, though.
I
My
know what
guy
you
is
mean, though.
coming
I know. I
on,
was
or
just like,
he's back from an injury, or Bubba Chandler is, or like Troy Melton is going to be the fifth starter. Something like
exactly.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Troy Melton. Oh, boom, baby. He's in. How many Troy Melton
Boom.
teams do I
Let's
have?
go. How many Troy Melton teams? Yeah, exactly. Anyway, I'm going to get back to this good times I'm doing over here in the rest of the life. But I believe we're in
All right,
some other
buddy.
drafts together. If you want to get together and
Yeah.
draft those,
Yeah,
you
I
know.
know. I think we're in at least one more of these together. I didn't notice I haven't clicked on all of them and seen who's in all of them, but yeah. Oh, I'm down for sure. And I told you this before too. If you ever want me to introduce you to Underdog and get you in
I
drafting
do.
some best balls, I
I
would
do.
love to. I would love to draft those with you. And
And
those we just what we here's how we would do it. Just to let you know, you pull it up on your end, I pull it up on my end. We do a countdown. We say 3, 2, 1, enter, and hopefully it doesn't. It wasn't sitting at 11, and
I
we
did
get
that
put in
with
the same one.
some people out of the Discord. Did that. They were like, everybody jump in now to get into some of those
Yeah,
last year. So I'm
yeah.
familiar with that. How long does
And
that contest run? How many more months does that one run?
oh, so you will be able to do it up until the season starts.
Okay.
Now, the contest that's going on right now, it's the way too early contest, is what they call it. It's the bullpen. It's just a $5 entry. Okay.
Okay.
So that's it.
I
But
had some of those last year. I had some of those. I'll do
yeah,
some of
so
those.
like this is one of those where like you can just sort of have fun, draft early. It's not a huge tournament from an overall prize standpoint. It's $10,000, which don't get me wrong, that's a lot of money, but you know what I'm
Sure.
saying? Like that's how much Gladiator is, for crying out loud,
Right.
$10,000. But for underdog standards, like whenever we go to do the dinger, like so the dinger's the big baseball tournament that everyone wants to do.
Okay.
Um, do you listen to Stacking Dingers? Have
I
you
don't.
ever have you ever seen any of that? So I've
No, but
drafted
I'll
with
check that out.
him. He's part of Bubba and the Blooms Discord too, but they have their
Okay.
own, and he's got a YouTube channel. His name's Matthew. But anyway, so the Dingers, they're a $10 tournament, but that's where it's like $100,000 to first.
Okay.
And so that's your big money tournament. That won't start until I think last year was mid January to early February.
To
So
opening day.
until it fills.
Till it fills.
So
Okay.
so yes, theoretically until opening day, but until the tournament fills, and there will be like 225,000 entries. So
Okay.
like yeah, it'll probably take till close to opening day. They'll post other tournaments, but the great thing about Underdog, like I said, is drafts will fill. In baseball, it's sometimes you have to wait a little bit. Like if we sit and we get on a live stream and we want to join a draft, we might have to wait. We might have to chit chat for 10 to 20 minutes while we
Sure.
wait for it to fill. But you don't really have to wait more than 20 or 30 minutes at the
Right.
longest. And many times I click to join and a draft fills within minutes.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
so, and then like I said, we can talk about that later, but it's
Yeah.
like the scoring and the way, like the strategy behind it and like where to look at what in the drafts. I'd love to talk to you about all that because it's
Sure.
great stuff. But it's again, if the way I look at it is with these are super fun. They're $50. I love gladiator drafts, but I can do how many drafts of these can I do for the same chance at the same $10,000,
Right.
first place? I
Right.
can do, 10 drafts to every
10,
one,
10 times
you
more.
know,
Exactly.
so, and I'm a draft addict. So it's right up my alley. And then that's also
Okay.
where the big, the chance for the big tournaments. And if we
If you're
talk
gonna
next
hit,
week,
if you're gonna be sitting here trying to hit on these players, you might as well try to hit in on the bigger payoff too, because the
and
same players are gonna hit.
I'll be honest, I used to hate it because you only draft like it's only like pitchers, infield, and outfield.
Right.
That's it. There's no first, second, third, it's pitcher, infield, outfield.
Right.
DHs are outfields, catchers are infields. For
Okay.
some reason, Rafael Devers is an outfielder on there this year. Don't ask me why they decided to do it that way. They considered him a DH, even though he has first base eligibility and should have been an infielder, but he's an outfielder. Devers is an
Sure.
outfielder on Underdog. Um, so Shohei's an outfielder on Underdog.
Okay.
So you draft 20 rounds in each week. It auto fills in your best players out of
Right.
10. 3 pitchers, 3 infield, 3 outfield, and 1 hitter utility. And then
Okay.
that's it. It's just super fun. And
Okay.
there's
I'm
so
getting that
many,
strategy. I remember it. I had some of those last year, and
yeah,
I
there's
was
so much different strategy behind
different
the way you
strategy.
can do. It's super fun.
I remember. And how many? What's your pitcher to you? You can draft as many pitchers or as many hitters as you
You
want, right?
you can do whatever you want, but
Okay.
that's a whole like your build, like what will
Right.
your build be is a
Right.
whole strategy point
Whole
in
strategy.
itself that I have changed my ideas and my thoughts and what I've done over the last few years. This year, I'm standing firm. I am drafting no less than 7 pitchers every single
Okay.
draft.
See, now this is what I remember last year. I was like, oh, I don't have time to figure this out. But
Well, and
okay,
that's where I can help you because I've been
let's get
doing this
into
for
it.
years. I've worked through it
Let's
all.
get into it. I'll
So
bring. I'm gonna.
we won't do it now. I know. I'm sorry. I'm rambling.
No, but I'll look for. I remember how those mechanics of that work, and I'll work a valuation sheet up here on my side that'll give me my footholds, and
That'll
then
be sweet.
I can move forward from there. But
Sounds great, buddy.
hey, man, it's been great once again, dude. Appreciate the conversation, all of that, bro. It's been great working through this gladiator, trying to get better.
Yep, super fun.
I'm putting my head down for 3 days of Christmas, though. I hope you have a good time doing whatever
Hey,
you're doing.
thank you. You too. Enjoy that time with your family.
And I'm back in the 26th. I'll message you in the Discord and see what's up with you, man.
All right. Sounds great, man.
Hey, thanks for your time, Spencer. I always appreciate
No problem. Have a great night.
it. You too, man. Later.
Bye.